Playing on the TV table in the men's division, from Sweden, Marcus Chamat. His opponent, again from Spain, Mr. David Alcaide. Referee from the Czech Republic, Mr. Roman Alcaide.
Wow. Wow, what a match we got up for you today on the TV table.
From Sweden, Miss Monica Margetta.
Just wait for this introductions to finish and we'll right with you.
Blobbed again now. Blobbed again.
The referee on table number 9 from Switzerland, Mark Thurer. Next time we go to the wheelchair division on table number 13 from Finland, Mr. Joni Datti. His opponent from Sweden, Mr. Henrik Larsson.
There's a few more coming in now.
And the referee from Hungary, Christian Sabo. And we go to table number 16.
Come on, Brady.
Division from Belgium, Kurt de Klerk. Playing against Great Britain's Karl.
Woo!
Referee on table 16. Nicola from Croatia.
You've just blown someone's speakers at home.
Please like for the break.
Right, here we go then. David Alcaide.
Alcaide.
Alcaide. Marcus Chamat. Welcome again. European Championships 2010. We are
Semi-final time, baby.
we're in the Westin Hotel in Zagreb, Croatia.
That's nice lagging as well, I must say. Nice lagging.
Nice lag.
Nice
Beautiful
lagging.
lag.
Swede gets the break.
It's the final table. Semi-final. It's medal time. These guys already guaranteed a bronze, going for the silver and gold if they can get through. So join them in the commentary box again. Absolute pleasure to have to have you two lovely, lovely lads in the commentary box.
Here's an introduction then, go on.
We got Karl, the Party Popper boys.
I love that nickname.
You like that, don't you, the
Yeah,
Party Popper?
wicked.
And Darren, the Dynamite himself, Appleton. How are you, fellas?
Why are you called the Party Popper?
Because of my entrance at GB9, you not see it in final? Oh, it's unbelievable. You need to get the video. It's the best entrance ever. Did you see it?
What have you done?
No, I didn't see it either.
Oh, I've come out to dance tune and I was like proper raving, and then when it built up, I just went crazy right time. I thought it was shreds. You should have seen it. Honestly, it was funny.
So how do you see this one going then? Obviously, I've put obviously David as the guy that I think is probably going to go on and win, but obviously you've backed Marcus, Darren.
Yeah. Just gone for Marcus's experience, really, and he won this back in 2008.
Yeah.
And had the pleasure of watching him. He played great in that, and he's improved his 8-ball a lot in the last 2 years. He openly admitted that his patterns weren't great when the IPT was around.
Right.
But the last 2 years, he's improved his 8-ball when he has played 8-ball. Hence why he won the European 8-ball Championships 2 years ago. And he's probably a little bit more seasoned than David Alcaide. So, yeah.
Even
I
8-ball?
don't. Well, probably not at 8-ball, but I mean on the world stage worldwide, it always helps at any discipline. But obviously Alcaide, I think they're both great players, so it's whoever plays good really on the day and gets the breaks.
Marcus has had a pretty nice break, and Karl, you've probably spotted the pattern already.
Well, he's absolutely perfect on that. I presume that's what he's played for. All he's got to do now is pull it back. Maybe
The 10
a
ball
foot.
above the 8. This is what you're looking at.
Yeah, he passes the 3. Then play the, is it the 14?
Up to the
the
top
top
end of
left.
the table. Yeah.
Yeah, then the 15 bottom right. Vienna, 1-0 Chamat. Simple as that.
You got it. You got all the moves, Boise.
He's out, isn't he?
I think they should bring back Bullseye, and you two should be the commentators on Bullseye. I think you do a good job.
Pooleye.
Pooleye, yeah.
It's an easy game when you're sitting there.
Yeah, you're out there. You probably fanny this.
Never miss a ball, eight ball.
If we had a pool version of Bullseye, which one of you two would be answering the questions in the quiz, and which one would be actually taking the shots?
I'll be taking the shots, I think.
Do you think Daz would be answering the questions on the quiz?
If they're on pool, we can't fail. We're champions.
Another title, another world title.
Bully special prize.
Nice shot there. Nice shot there.
Yeah, very nice. Well, he's not gone out the way you picked it, Karl. Obviously, he's just come. Do you think he played for the 15 there, obviously, but just overrun it?
He had two-way chance, but I think he will play for the 15 now, though.
Into the top pocket or screw for
Into
the middle?
top pocket. Oh, he's not got hold of that too good.
Well, I think he's going this way.
But he also can take the 15 last and take it in the top. You know what I mean? But I'm presuming he's going to play for the 15 now. No. He's going to leave the 15 in the top till last then.
I'm glad you got it wrong, because I've got it wrong a few times this week, just because of what's happening on the monitor.
Well, it's
a little
personal
bit deceiving.
preference. Personal preference which way he wanted to go. Like, it's still okay for the 8 ball. You know what I mean? Whichever ball he went and took first.
Yeah.
Didn't really matter. That's just sometimes you have 2 or 3 options with a situation like this. But he's took them really good. There wasn't a right or wrong way the way he's gone.
David Morris on the camera for us, doing a job.
Head cameraman David Morris.
Head cameraman, yeah.
1-0.
1-0. Break and dish.
As easy as that, folks.
But David won't be too worried. He's got his break. You know what I mean, he didn't get to shoot at the first rack. Marcus will be happy because he's asked him the question. You've got to put pressure on your opponent's serve.
Yep.
But yeah, if I'd put me money on someone to win it, I think I'd just go for Marcus. Just got a feeling. But I've got a funny feeling that Lean is going to win the 8 ball ladies. I think she's going to be stop.
You stop.
Jasmine's run
The treble.
to win all
Stop
4.
the treble.
Yeah, treble.
Well, yeah, I spoke to Yasmin yesterday and just asked her, because obviously after she got the gold medal, I kind of asked her what's your target now. Obviously, you're obviously looking for 4 golds, but what's the closest you've ever got to that before? And she said she'd had, the record is 2 golds and a silver. But obviously, that was previously it was 3 disciplines, but now this is the first time ever that we've got 4 disciplines at the European Championship. So she said it'd be obviously unprecedented. It'd be amazing if she could do it. So that's obviously her aim. So I think you'll see some big emotions from her if she gets to the final and wins this 3rd one.
But she likes to show her emotion anyway when she
We have a
wins.
dry break here, folks.
Dry break, so the early running is with Marcus. David will not be happy with that. And a little bit of work to do.
just a little bit. Thanks, Dave. So what's with this alternate break format, fellas? I mean, if you win the lag, are you just thinking, well, I just need to hold my serve and I can't lose?
It's important to win the lag in a race to 8, alternate break 8 ball. Because goes to the wire, ill hill, right? Then it's a big advantage to be breaking.
Absolutely.
Because it's not that tough to make balls on the 8 ball break with the ball's been tapped. You usually get the second ball down in the pack, in the rack, which will go into the side pocket if you hit them nice and solid.
Yeah, unless you're playing someone like Chris Mellon, he can't seem to win a decider these days.
Yeah. Yeah, if you play someone like Chris Mellon, then you're okay.
Yeah. Just for anyone that doesn't know, Chris obviously, well, I'm going to say he's a great 8 ball player. He's a bit flamboyant. He goes about his business. He's not conventional, as some would say.
No, he's a good player. He's just brain dead.
To put it bluntly.
That's not very nice, is it?
He's gone, hasn't
I'm not sure we can have that on there. It's not really very fair, is it? It's my roommate as
I
well.
want
you
to
can't
joke,
say that.
pal.
He loves you.
he? You're sharing with Chris?
I am in
That's
Italy.
desperate.
I was desperate.
That's when you've no friends.
That's why I'm normally near on my own.
He likes a little
It's
snore.
nice to have en suite on your own, isn't it?
Mm.
You'll have en suite on your own.
Like it, don't you?
Nice, isn't it?
How's he? What's he going to do here then, pattern-wise? How's he going to get that 2 out? Was he thinking about getting it out now with the 4? He's a bit low. Or the 4 needs to be about.
I think he's going to use a 7.
Okay. He's tried
I'm wrong.
He's tried to get it there.
Oh,
The reason why I thought I'd use a 7 because it'd
Wow.
be easy to control. You know what I mean? If you come off the bottom rail, kiss the ball.
Yeah.
Half ball. Like if I come off the bottom rail, kissed into the stripe.
Yeah.
It would have given him a guaranteed shot. But There wasn't really anything wrong with what he tried to do. I just don't think he had quite the right angle on the shot. What he played.
Is there a safety shot on here?
Well, I don't think he's much of a safety shot on, really, because the problem he's got here is that there's a stripe on the bottom rail. So he can't just draw back to the bottom rail because there's a stripe there, obviously.
Yeah.
So he might have to go for the bank into the top left. I think that's what he's going to play, Craigie.
That's what he's called, I think, isn't he?
He's got it, nearly.
No, he hasn't, nearly. Look at the position
He
he
might
had
have
on
had
the
a
two as
little
well.
bit of luck here, though. He might have had a little bit of luck.
David can't see the 11.
He can see a ball, but not an easy shot.
Does the 15 go in the middle now?
No. He hasn't got an easy shot, first starter. I think he's got to take the one. He's rather got to cut the 12 in the side, or he's got to take the one.
You take the 15 up in the top corner.
Or he take the 15 in the top corner. But like I said, it's not the greatest first shots you would like.
Can he play safe? Not really with the 4 ball up this end.
No. No, I think when the balls are really open like this, and Marcus has a ball at the top end of the table, 2 balls at the bottom end, it's difficult to really look for a safety.
So attack, attack, attack. If you're
And he has an open shot. You know what I mean? Someone of David's class, you expect him to make the ball.
Yeah.
But he does look like he's going to have to take this tough shot first.
well, we'll soon see.
He looks like he's put a bit of weight on, Mr. Alcaide.
David, I think he's been enjoying his success a little bit lately.
Yeah,
He's,
he's a bit of a derby groin there, I've noticed.
been eating and drinking, celebrating too much.
Yeah, look, that's a perfect camera there of his gut.
Oi, I think you're getting a bit cocky, you are, since you've been getting in
Well,
the gym.
you know,
Just remember,
you've lost 5 stone, sir.
you was a little bit tubby
He's
yourself.
made it.
He
He's made the shot.
made it. It wasn't. Yeah, he struck it well, but not right in the centre of the pocket. But he put a nice stroke enough.
It's in the tray, sir.
It's in the tray, and now yeah, it's very hard to see him not going out from here.
Oh,
Wow.
my
God.
Wow, unbelievable.
Wow.
All I can think of there is that he's completely took his eye off the object ball and he's just thinking about the cue ball. That's the only way he can miss that ball. He's completely not even looked at the ball. He's took the shot for granted and he's just thinking about the cue ball.
He's in disbelief. I'm in disbelief.
I can't
And
believe it. Can you believe
yeah,
it?
just
Wow.
that's the only excuse you can find for it, really.
He's looking up to the gods there.
But sometimes when you do something like that, it does give you a kick up the backside. And when he does get back to the table, he'll become 100% focused on every ball.
I mean, how important could that be already in this
Yeah,
early match? I mean, he's come up dry on the break, and Marcus, if he runs out, he's 2-0 ahead and he's breaking.
Yeah.
And already that could be a turning
It's
point in the
crucial
match.
he sort of knocks these in now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. David could get lucky and come back to the table, and then the mistake's forgotten about in regards to not losing the rack, but the mistake hasn't been punished, but at least in his own mind he'll knuckle down a bit more and make sure he focus 100%. But Mark's got to be careful here. He's played it well.
He's played it well. He's played for the 4. Things not going too well for the Spanish boys at the moment. Steppenov takes a 2-0 lead on the other table against Sanchez.
Stepping off really good to watch when he's on top of his game.
And your tip, Darren, Lena is 1-0 ahead on,
Yeah, of course she is.
against Gerda. That's a tough match for her, though, isn't
Karl
it?
Reid is
Gerda's-
1-0 down.
and
It's a
Karl-
tough
our
game,
boy
but
Karl Reid is 1-0 down.
Lena's been doing really good in America the last 12 months. She's like up in the top 10 with the ladies
Really?
in America.
Wow.
Gerda won the last ladies tour in America, the San Diego ladies classic. But she run over the field. She beat a lot of top players on the way to winning that.
What's the shot here? What we're thinking here?
Because this
Well,
he's not.
I'm thinking, can he draw back off the side rail, just miss the 8,
Just
and
miss the 8,
and
yeah.
come just past the middle where the first diamond is?
It's a bit risky. Is he not? Is he
It's-
not
But I don't think he
What
can run
else do you
forward though,
play, though?
Craigie.
on these conditions?
I don't think he
I
can.
think
run
he's going to
forward.
really get into his cue ball and
This is a perfect
draw
camera
past the
angle,
side
eh?
pocket. It's
Just
like
watch the.
arc it, you know.
Who's
Go.
done this?
He's going to arc it, Craig, like this. Watch. He's good at these shots. He's not quite going into it the way he wanted to.
Is he on it though?
And he's hooked, but he'll use a jump shot.
It's a shame we don't have the other camera angle there because
Well,
it'll give you a perfect.
If Marcus would have been in dead punch stroke, he would have made that shot because he's probably a little bit tight on the cue,
Yeah.
early doors, didn't quite loosen up enough. But I think he's going to jump over the edge of the 14 ball.
You don't think he's going to try and swerve? You think it is
No,
definitely a
because
jump?
we're jumping. It's more of a natural stroke shot if you play
Okay.
it, if you're just jumping over the edge.
And obviously needs to get on the 8 as well.
And he's probably one of the best in Europe, I'd say, at jumping.
So you're tipping him to make this shot.
think he's
full
definitely
length.
going to get the knuckles.
He's got the full length for the cue.
I think his.
Must just be jumping over
I
the
think
edge.
there's a good chance of making it. It's just whether he gets position on the 8 ball. I'd rather be. David will be happy with the situation after what he's missed, but Max is good at these shots. Very good at these shots.
This is the camera angle.
He's only jumping over the edge, so he hasn't really got to elevate too much. It's just a question whether the slightly cued across it.
He scratched as well.
Slightly cued across it, Craig.
Well,
that's why I missed it, Finn.
Interesting start to the match. This.
But David's been left the up like we spoke about, so now he'll bear down now, 100% bear down on every ball. So he's been quite lucky.
He's been very lucky. Marcus has made 2 mistakes in this rack, and that's, I mean, for a semi-final, you'd expect 1 mistake in each rack if you're going to get
right.
one.
Yeah.
You know, that
yeah,
is,
but they want bad mistakes. But 2 mistakes is 2 mistakes at this level. Yeah, I mean, David's going to be feeling really happy. That is going to be 1-1 after what the mistake he made himself was really big. And
well, he can put it behind him now, can't he?
He can put it behind him and really knuckle down for the game now.
Already you're thinking the pool gods are against you, I suppose. If you know he makes a mistake running out and he's 2-0 down, but now all of a sudden, this is what I'm saying. I think this is a
2-0 down and Marcus breaking. You know, I mean, it can be a big difference. And David's a confidence player. When he's in front, he's very hard to beat. But when he goes behind, he sometimes can drop his head a little bit.
Who's this, David? You were saying?
David, yeah. Okay. But he's a great front runner. He's a confidence player. When he gets that stroke going, he's a very hard man to beat.
Well, there you go, 1-1.
Where Marcus is more of a grinding player.
What a strange rack that was. Really, I've seen some. Well, we've seen some great standard 8-ball on this table today already. Obviously, with that previous semi-final, Sanchez. What a match that was. How was he getting on in his match, Sanchez?
Look at Julie in the crowd. She's looking very pretty.
That's the Russian coach she's sitting with.
She's got a beautiful body.
Yeah,
she's sitting with the Russian crow and the Russian coach.
Yeah.
Crow?
Crow.
The Russian crow.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a Russian crow. I don't know if you're very happy with him.
I'm a little. Yeah, there's quite a few people coming in to watch now, but I was a bit surprised that it wouldn't be. I thought it'd be standing room only.
Well, this is a big match. These guys are both crowd pullers, aren't they?
Oh,
Marcus and David. Huh? Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought they would be. So you look
Swede's
at
got a good break,
the 2 and the 14 behind the front ball. Yes, he's made the 14 in the side.
Yeah, he's got a good break as Swede.
I said the second ball down in the rack will. If you hit him good solid, it will always go in that side pocket.
He's got a great chance on stripes here as well.
And Marcus has got a big break anyway, so he's having to take a little bit of speed off his break. Because he's got one of the most powerfulest breaks in Europe.
Especially for a little man.
For a wee
little man.
Like
Alex Pagulayan, so small, no meat on him, but he can hit him.
No meat on him.
Can't see him not getting out here, really.
So which way would you go around these, Craigie boy?
He's taking solids.
He's took solids there.
He's taking solids.
There's nothing wrong with taking solids, but...
Yeah, because there's one tied up to the left-hand side with the 7 and 9ers, so that's the reason why he took solids.
Well, I think I'd go 3, 6, and then go over to the other side 7.
I think he's going to go 6, 7, I think.
And then leave the 5 as maybe his last ball.
Yeah.
Could even get on it from the. He could get, the thing is, he's got options. He could get on the 8 from the 5, 3, 4, or 5. So, provided he gets good on.
He leaves the 3 and 5 last 2 balls. He shouldn't have a problem getting to the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the 1 ball next to the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like stripes there, mate. I'll be controversial, but I do like stripes.
Well, he can go 7, 4, 7,
yeah, no,
4,
but
1,
I like
3,
playing
5.
that one in the middle. Then the pink 12 down, leave the white on the side rail and stun across off the 9, choice of 2. Personal preference, but I'd have definitely gone for stripes.
Oh, there you go. This is that's interesting.
But now he needs to get back on the 1 ball.
He can get back on the 1 from the 4 though.
He's okay, long as he gets on the 1 ball and leaves a little angle, land straight on the 3 and then make the 3 in the corner and the 5 in the corner and run through for the 8.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he's going to go 4, 1, 3, 5, 8.
I don't think he's quite come as far as he would have liked, but he's
Would
going to
you,
be okay.
would you have took spots yourself there, though?
Well, it depends how you feel at the table. It's hard to really judge something when you can't get a proper view of the table. But I think they're okay for both sets.
Well, obviously it's up to him, innit? But from a personal point of view, I'd have definitely gone the stripes, mate.
Well, if he gets out, it doesn't matter, I suppose.
It doesn't.
Yeah, all the balls are in the open. It's not like anything was really particularly tied up.
But he's going a bit slow
now.
and stretching and leaving himself
Like-
a bit
yeah,
odd.
like
And
now
he's
he has
slightly
a
out
big
of shape
shot to
again.
play now, Craig, because
Yeah, he's got to get.
he was stretched on the one ball. He's not got through the cue ball like he would have wanted to. So he's got a slight angle on the free now. So he needs to make sure when he punches across that he doesn't land short. The worst thing is to land short on the 5. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's
Where-
got to get.
well, let's say it comes too far where the cue ball is now, then at least he's got natural shape to get down to the 8.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think the
So
best 8 ball
anything but
players out
short.
there would have gone stripes.
He's come high with the cue ball to make sure that he don't land short. I'm not a big fan of that shot. But
See,
Well, he's dead
in my
straight. I
opinion, you
think he's dead
can't
straight
believe
on
in
that one.
I
yourself
don't
this
think
kind
he's
of distance.
bang straight though, Craig. I think he's got a slight angle that he's running into the
Stripe.
stripes.
Do you think
I think
really?
they are because he sort of walked away and he wasn't too happy. So he might have to try and force it in and come across for the 8 in the same pocket.
That's
I
not a
mean,
shot you'd wanna be
whether
playing
whether
here,
he
No,
is it?
of
gets
course,
out or
but-
not here, is sort of irrelevant. But I just think where the cue ball was off the break, you put the 15 in the side, play the stripe along the top row, a bit of right hand side, leave it on the near his hand, for instance,
Yeah.
and just slot the 9 in. Choice of 2 balls. You cannot fail to get out, in my opinion. As where here, if he does get out, yeah, he's got out, but I mean, he's all, he's not convincing, is it? Let's be honest. And here you have it. We need to rewind this tape. I'm telling you now. Have we got a rewind button?
Let's get him back and tell him,
All
George.
to do is pop the 15 in there, bit aside, leave it there. It's done the 9 in. They both go in both the 11 and the 10 go in the right hand side pocket. It's Vienna, easy to get on the 8.
Wow. Well, it's history now. I mean, he's
Yeah, of
left
course
himself-
he went his own way, but once he went his own way,
Well, he's
the
he's
position of the
committed.
one ball to the 3 was crucial.
I think Darren Appleton at the table pots the 15 in the middle.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't. He's made it though.
He has made
Look
it.
at this for a shot, ladies.
He has made it. Go on, Marcus Chamat. What a shot.
That's why I'm not playing.
That's
Sick bags. Sat in your chair, you're sick.
well, he's not touched the sides there, Karl. You can't have too many complaints.
No,
Surely he's
he's
gone
sick.
straight in the heart of the
You're
pocket.
sick, aren't you? You're just thinking, here we go. He's got a terrible route. And he's just banked the 8 in top pocket.
You're just sick because he hasn't gone your route. That's all it is.
No, but surely you agree.
Well, yeah, I'm a bit.
It's a great shot on the 8 ball,
I'm
but
disappointed
You're
if I'm
sick,
David.
aren't you?
it's a
I'm
great
so
shot on the
sick,
8 ball. But what Karl's saying is that you aren't always going to make them shots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's 50, maybe on this table it's a 50-50 shot, maybe low.
Not only that, when you sat in your chair and you sort of witness that, because you're thinking like, oh, I'm in here, and then they bank the 8.
David's probably thinking like he wishes that he got on the 8 ball,
Yeah.
and then he hasn't got to watch that shot.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go through the motions.
Yeah.
Where when Marcus landed a shot, he's thinking, aye.
Yeah, he's
I'm
got his
winner's
hopes
right.
up.
He's like off the edge of his chair getting ready.
Now he's in shreds, isn't he? It's a
Got
funny
his
old
towel out,
game.
wiping his hands, and all of a sudden like he's just been
Bit of
shot
talc.
in the heart again.
Bit of talc, just get rid of sweat.
He's thinking
Now
like
he's in shreds.
the old battle scars a bit. Here we go. The second ball down in the rack will go in the side pocket. Keep your eyes on that,
Oh,
baby.
it
There we
nearly
go.
did.
Commentator's curse.
Well, to be honest,
Well,
he's
this-
hitting him too hard.
Eat him too hard.
That's
Yeah.
two
Because it
breaks
was
now.
going high anyway.
The match
Two
I was
breaks,
telling you
two
about
hard.
the other day where Nicholas Ottoman was 5-0 up. This is where the pool gods just went again. He was hitting the ball really, really good off the break. And every single time we was watching the 2 balls behind the head ball, and they were both getting kicked out. They were both heading straight for the middle pockets, and they were just getting kicked out by the traffic. And it's just...
But I think that's like Karl says, you can hit them too hard, so it gives time for balls to come up and zip them out of the way.
Right.
Well, he's had 2 dry breaks on the spin there in his
Well,
crunch
it
them
is-
both.
don't get me wrong, it is a bit unlucky for it to keep happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It happens once or twice in the game, you don't mind, but when it keeps happening all the time, then you start playing tricks with your mind. You're thinking, well, is it me that's not breaking properly? Yeah, I use them too soft, too hard.
This is 8 balls.
Because when you break, it's difficult to keep your eyes on where the balls are going. You just hit
Yeah,
the
of
break
course.
and your eyes are not looking at the balls. It's just you're just waiting for that sound, aren't you? You're waiting for the sound, and them balls dropping.
I wonder what sound you were talking about there. I was a little bit worried.
Hey, oh, I've just spotted a very
He's
famous.
getting like cheese and ham sandwiches on order, and we're like sat here with a Sprite.
I've just spotted a very famous English snooker player in the crowd up there.
Where?
Tom Ford. I'd like to welcome Tom here to the European Championships.
Where?
No, it is not.
Tom Ford.
Oh, Tom Ford.
He's actually qualified for the World Snooker Championships.
is
Well
that-
done, Tom.
Is
Well
that
done.
a- It starts in 2 weeks, I think.
And he's
I love-
here watching the.
Two or 3 weeks.
He's here watching the 8 ball. Well done. Well
Yeah.
done.
Well,
He's coming all the way from England to watch the 8 ball.
lucky. It's a lucky.
I'm going to make a prediction now for the viewers that he does not get out from here.
Where are we?
We're
What's
on
he on?
table. We're on table
What's he
one.
on here?
Stripes.
Stripes.
He's gone
Dad.
for stripes.
Yeah, I'm saying he don't get out.
He's gone for stripes.
Yes.
Did he have to go for stripes? Did he?
No, he
I
didn't.
couldn't really see what was going on at the
actually-
top of the table.
He,
It's
had,
quite.
he was in a bit of traffic round here. He had 2 or 3 balls here, and I think he did. I thought his only option really was
Right.
stripes. I think he had to take a stripe,
Okay.
so he's been pushed into it. So, you
So-
can forgive him for that, Daz.
Yeah, so he's got tough run out then. Tough run out. There's big problems down here. Big problems here, pal. 10 and the 11 ball, big problem. That's his big problem, and he don't want to believe in them till last, really. But
Are you
He might
gonna?
have
You
no
trying?
choice.
You trying to? I mean, you guys going to tell me how he's going to do it, but ultimately, I guess you're trying to get behind the ball at the bottom of
He
the
could
rack
actually
there.
play for
The,
a little
The 11.
kiss shot here.
Trying to get on the 11 into the top right-hand pocket. Is that what you're saying?
My
Trying to get
man's
the
4-0 up, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, he needs
Stepping
to
up.
really, Craig, get on the 11 for the top right-hand corner.
Yeah, and then take the 10.
Otherwise, if he played for the 10 ball, he wouldn't. He'd be going away from the 11 ball then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So he really needs to get behind that.
I think he's got a chance
That
here.
11
Has he got a
ball.
chance here to come 2 rails? Well, I guess you wouldn't want to leave the 15 till last. That's
Well,
the
I
right
think
rail.
the way it's lined up now,
Was there any value in this shot?
I'll tell you what he should do. He should leave an angle on the 15, make the 15 after he's made the 13, and come this way.
Yeah,
down here.
2 rails.
Yeah.
Which is he's got the same shot now, hasn't he, on the 13? But it's,
Yeah, but I'd like him just to put a big stroke on the 15 ball, because he can let his stroke out then on the 15. Where with this, it's a bit one of them. Yeah, that's it. That's the
Okay.
one. So he's going to make the 15, come off 2 rails, and hopefully get behind the 11 for the 11 in the top
right-hand corner.
right-hand corner.
He's not happy with this because
But
of
he's
the.
come a little bit
he's
too
hampered.
far though. There,
He's
look.
hampered by the 7 ball.
Yeah, he's slightly hampered by the 7, and I mean he's probably come maybe what 3-4 inches too far.
This is a difficult shot now to punch this in, isn't it?
Yeah. He can
Don't
still get
fancy-
there, don't get me wrong, he can still get there, but it just makes the execution of the shot a little bit tougher.
Well, Karl, you called it. Said you didn't think you would get out from here, and
I'd have gone a
This is-
slightly
this is
different
tough.
way early
Yeah,
doors as well.
And whenever you're jacking up over balls, it makes the shot tougher.
well,
It's
this
quite-
is
This
What
looks
about this
good.
here?
This looks good.
What about
this
this here,
looks
baby?
good.
What a
Wow.
what a
Shot of the
shot.
tournament. Shot of the tournament.
Could be the shot of the tournament.
How well's he played that?
That was a
Yeah,
great
but
shot.
he had to execute that at the perfect speed as well, otherwise the cue ball's going to jump in the air and he could have missed the ball. He couldn't have.
He could have put it back with his hand.
Yeah, it's probably the best shot I've seen all week.
Great shot. Didn't have to do anything with the cue ball there as well. He was absolutely plumb perfect on that 11 ball. So Napoleon looking to take a 3-1 lead.
Swings it
3-1.
nicely off 2 rails. Yeah, this for 3-1.
3-1.
This is for
Dry
3-1.
break from David. So and it's Marcus breaking in the next rack as well.
Hmm. Yeah, the 8 ball's not down yet.
It is now.
It is now, sir. Oh.
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 Everyone's on the edge of the seats
Just-
there.
Oh, oof. It's just keeping it exciting for us, Marcus.
Jasmine is leading 2-0. And Stepanoff is really on fire today. He's up 4-0 against young Cowboys.
Don't forget, guys. I know if you are getting bored of listening to us, you know us Brits. Maybe you're not a Brit and you're not a fan, and if you
Tough.
Yeah, just tell us to
Tough.
piss off.
wait, if you wanna jump on the other tables, they're all every single one of these games are on live stream, so you can quite happily flick over if you've got one of your friends or someone you know. I think if you're on the B-Win site, you can certainly do it. There we see Sanchez. We just saw play a great match on this table. He's trying to do something about it. He's 4-0 down, that guy.
Yeah, but he's at the table. He's looking like going 4-1. Our man from England, well, Great Britain, should we say?
Karl
Reid is
1-1.
back to 1-1.
He's pulled it back.
Jasmine is now 3-0, so it looks like she's going to get to her 3rd straight final. And I believe she's probably won the 8 ball the last 2 or 3 years.
Nice
I
break.
do believe that Jasmine's
Oh.
strongest game is 8 ball.
I think we have a dry break here.
Is he dry here?
We're dry.
And again, both those middle pocket, those balls are going for the middle pocket.
Yeah.
They both got kicked again.
Isn't it amazing what can happen when the referee racks the balls compared to the player? It can make a difference. Even though the balls are tapped, the referee might just leave a gap here or two, because you know what I mean, he's probably not as clued up as the player.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all referees, but you know what I mean. But it can make a difference. Where like obviously when the player's racking the balls, he takes a lot more care and everything else.
Well, to give the referees their dues, I mean they do a good job here.
Yeah, but
the difference at this event to
Yeah,
some of the world events.
I'm just saying like they could rack him a little bit different to the player.
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
the player's been racking for himself.
It can definitely happen.
Where I'm guessing that Marcus and David probably never come up dry once in this tournament. Where all of a sudden they're having like what?
We've had 3 now.
They've had 3 dry breaks between them. So
Yeah, it can happen.
it's just it could be something very very small, but it can make a big difference.
Yeah.
Because the players do prefer to rack their own balls. That's no disrespect to referees. It's just the players do prefer to rack their own balls.
It's habit, isn't it? It's what you do in the club. It's what you do in your
and that's what you do 90% of the time when you're playing.
It's just a habit.
Yeah.
So anyway, David, he's got to run these out and then get on his break, hasn't he? So is it solids?
Yeah, solids look good. Yeah, there's a few stripes there. What's not good looking.
Oh.
What's he done here?
Oh.
Where's he going in?
He's got the 6 though.
Okay, he's got the 6. So the 1 and the 5 will be his last 2 balls.
Yeah, it's worked out well.
This is a bit of a road map now, right?
Yeah, it's worked out
So
well.
we're looking to set the 6 and the 7 and the 3,
The 1,
and the 1, 5, and
yeah.
then the 8 and the 7.
So this
Great commentary work there from
this is
my compadre.
Yeah, this is it. This is out.
From your wingman.
The wingman. Literally the wingman.
Wingnut.
It's my life, it's now or never.
It's beautiful, Karl.
It looks a bit edgy to me. That's not going in the centre
Jumped off the
pocket.
cue there, Karl, and
Yeah.
Craig, and he's completely not got position what he
He's
wants.
lost the
He's
cue
okay, he's
ball.
on the free, but it just makes the run out a little bit.
Yeah, he
He has to go a different route now.
Yeah.
So they didn't pot it centre pocket. It's just
so
coming
now he's got to go to plan
touch.
B.
Did it
So see in the background there, Stepanos leading 4-1, and it looks like he's made a ball on the break. I don't know.
Well, he's standing at the table, isn't he? So, but he's going to come up for the 7 now. So he's obviously going to try and come across for the 1. Is he got to be careful of that strike, or is he okay?
Yeah, he's got to be very careful because he don't want to leave too much angle on the 1 ball.
Can he
like,
not?
Obviously, the 14 balls are an amper. If he
Yeah,
leaves
but
too
earlier
much
in the
angle.
rack, when he played the 2 ball, he flicked the 10 just out of the way, so
Right.
the 5 now goes in the other pocket.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
that
was
could
just
work
about to
out well.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Can he play this? Was
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
all right, he's perfect.
It goes
yeah.
in your pocket, does it? The 5?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
goes.
think it
He
goes
just
into
knows
the,
the 10 out.
No, I think he can just play this with a bit of inside English and just.
He should be all right.
Would you want to play it like that, or would you want to
Yeah,
punch
but with
him?
these shots, you just got to make sure you stay down on the shot. Too many people when
He's
they're playing
punching it in.
inside English, they jump off the cue before they hit the ball, and then they end up missing the ball thick.
But he's a puncher player, isn't
Yeah,
he? He'll bang this in.
he's a little bit. Oh, he's okay.
Just got there.
Well, it's not a full
It's
pocket
not
though,
full
Karl.
pocket, but
Well, the pocket cam's going
It
to
does
pick
go.
this
I mean,
one up.
it's one of them shots where you want to be right behind the 5 ball.
we're going to get a good
'Cause
view
the
here.
8 ball,
pocket
the
cam.
10 ball can be a distraction here.
Yeah,
to the eye.
it's
Here we go.
And
only
he's-
slightly bridging, I
And 'cause
suppose.
you know he's got to hit it into the right hand side. At the
Oh,
top.
he's
Yeah, he's
perfect.
He's hit it good,
It's
but
perfect.
yeah, he's played a great shot. But I mean, it could have been, it could have gone wrong.
There's a bit of bob out there.
And it was a big rack for him, that was.
Yasmin's
Was a big
4-0 up.
Jasmine's
Lena
up 4-0.
3-0 up.
Stepanov's up 4-0.
It's 4-1.
Leany's 3-0 up on Gerda.
Stepanov's 4-1 up. He just missed the ball.
Tell you what, that was a call
Larson,
from you, Daz.
2-0.
That was for Lini to beat Gerda. I mean, that is
Yeah, these are much between them two. Last 12 months, that Leany's been playing good pool in America. And she's won medals before at the European Championship. She's won gold before. And she's always thereabouts. Silver, gold, bronze. To me, she's definitely Jasmine, Gerda, and Leany. The European-based players, they're probably the best 3. You know what I mean? Where obviously, like if Alison Fisher come over and Kelly Fisher and Sarah.
I think that's something they're
Ellerby,
looking into. I think that's over the
And,
next couple of years. They're
Karen
looking at
Carr.
getting a few.
Then would have
Let's get
then Jasmine would have some tough competition.
Yeah, I think they're looking at getting some of the foreign exports in for the
Yeah,
Euro
we do,
tours
yeah.
and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, it'd be good. I know that
Well, what a break this is.
Kim
Yeah, it's
Shaw's
nice,
moving back to England, and she's looking to get on the GB now.
Sorry, who was that?
Kim Shaw.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's moving back to England.
Right.
and she's looking to get on the GB9.
Where do you find all this
maybe she'll play
information
the
out?
European Championships next year.
Yeah.
Where do you find all this info out from?
I know everything, me, sir.
Facebook's a wonderful world.
Facebook, isn't
No,
it?
because she messaged me on Facebook asking if I could help her with some sponsorship. But yeah, basically like a backer sort of thing. Because she still wants to play pool in America as well, but she
Right.
wants to base in England.
Base England.
What's the map? What's the road map? He's got to take solids.
Let's have a nosy. Well, solids is the easiest pot straight away. So, well, yeah. I mean,
Sometimes you have to take the
What
most
about-
difficult set just to keep yourself at the table.
What
Where
about-
you don't know
the six ball here.
Yeah,
After the 5, I guess.
yeah, of course after the 5. But I mean, sometimes you take the hardest set because you want to guarantee yourself at the table.
Yep.
And work yourself around the finish, where you can take the risk of playing
A tough shot.
stripes, like in that situation there, but
You
you'll
could've
have had
took
a
the
tough
11.
first shot,
Yeah.
and you're thinking, well, do I want to put myself under that sort of pressure on one shot when I can keep it simple, but just work around the solids.
Okay.
And David plays really good patterns anyway.
Yeah, he's in
so
good shape,
He
yeah.
doesn't worry about having to take a more difficult set of balls. Where some players, I mean, would probably go for the bigger shot first ball just to make it a lot easier afterwards.
Yeah. I'll do that and dog it.
Yeah.
that's why you sat in the box, pal.
That is
why
why I'm
you-
sat in the box.
I think you're doing a really good job in the box.
Yeah, I
I
think you
think-
found
I
your
think you should,
forte. Snap the cue.
Maybe like
Snap me
snap
cue.
your cue in half
Yeah.
and get rid of all the stress. And
I've
just
nearly done that a few times anyway. To be
We've
honest,
all been there, son.
tell you what, it
I did
has
it last
been
year
really
at the
hard.
European Championships.
Yeah. Yeah, you got fined for it as well, didn't you?
Nice little 200 euro fine. He enjoyed it.
He's in good
No,
shape.
but
He's played a great shot.
Sometimes
there.
He's in
your
good shape.
emotions just get over you, just get the better of you. And last year I just had a nightmare week, and it just boiled up to that point.
What was the stage of the match?
8-all.
It was 8 apiece.
Yeah.
Dogged it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Had a straight, an off-cut 9 with a rest. But I shouldn't have been there anyway. But I
Jesus.
should still make the ball.
Jesus.
But I had a chance before. The rack before that, I had a chance as well.
Wow.
Hey,
Sounds like I had a bit of a nightmare.
I enjoyed it.
It's good to dog a few balls.
Break and run
Did me a
for
favour.
Dave.
I got rid of the shaft anyway.
I bet you did.
Back in the game, 3-3.
A break and run to get him back. So Marcus was
David just
3-1
showed us
up.
an example of perfect play, really. Never out of position. Took the slightly more difficult set, but he knew it was the right set just to keep things simple and
So I mean, how
put the cue ball in the right spots.
how big was that? I mean, Marcus is 3-1 ahead, and then he breaks dry.
Well,
And he's not gone back to the table since. So he's now come back from dry breaking at 3-1. He's now come back to the. He's not going to come back. He's going to come back to the table now.
he isn't be that
3-3.
worried because he hasn't done nothing wrong, has he?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if he takes a bit of pace off this break this time. He's
Well,
looking to make the. Is it the 9 or the 1 and
He's
the
not checked
12?
the rack either. He's not checking the rack either, which I find interesting.
Yeah, I'd be checking the rack.
Yeah, he needs to check the rack.
Not saying there's going to be a
Yeah,
gap,
of
but
course,
it's
but
just habit,
that's
just for your
my-
own, mental state
Let's
of
have a look at the
mind.
yellow ball
Yeah,
behind the
that's my
7.
mentality.
See which way this tracks. And it's the
I think
white
it was
ball.
just about going. Oh,
The
he's got
two
kicked
ball?
in off. He got kicked
Oh.
into the side there.
Yep. So he's made the 9 in the side pocket.
The 9 ball was originally going in the left-hand side pocket. He got kicked back across, and then it got kicked again into the right-hand side pocket, which is a bit
Wow.
strange.
So
He's
had
going
a
to have to
result.
take stripes here, I feel.
And I think that's the only ball he made on the break,
It is, yeah.
so he's been quite fortunate. And if you look at where the balls are set here, Craig, I'm not too sure about the rack there.
Well, this is,
Maybe it was
you know,
slug rack,
I'm the same as you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the rack, but
you should be
you
checking.
should be checking at least because, you know, they're only human at the end of the day, and when you're racking the balls,
really split right for some reason.
you can miss a small gap, not through the want of checking and everything like
I
that.
think it's
but you
for
can
peace of
miss it.
mind as well. I like to check the rack and
Yeah.
maybe just.
Well, I'd like the
Give it
referee to take the
myself.
gloves off when they're racking the balls.
That's a great. I was speaking to the referees the other night, and that I picked up on that because it was funny because I was joking around last week when we was playing snooker on the Thursday night, and I got some white gloves out and started to referee with the white gloves, and it's actually really difficult to put the balls on the spots and everything like with them gloves on because they just slip everywhere.
Yeah.
So and I was asking the referees, you know, what it's like when you're racking the balls, and they said, yeah, it can be a problem.
Taking them off and putting them back on.
It's only once every what?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I'll put it as a suggestion. We've got a referee who's sat to our right hand side, who's stand-in head referee. I understand. What I'm going to ask you. What do you think about the about racking the balls with gloves? You know, give us a bit of inside information.
It's not impossible. Of course, you need practice for it.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. We should check the rack. I mean, this table is peculiarly difficult.
Okay.
Because I had a hard time with table points in this table.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the referee's just said there. I don't know if you picked it up on the mic, but he's just saying it can be particularly difficult to rack the balls with the gloves on, and he's saying that this table in particular, you know, wasn't racking great when he was doing the racking the balls for the 10-ball final. So, and he agrees also with the fact that the player should come down and rack the ball, check the rack, which I think is good.
I think it's the referee's never to blame if the player's not checking the rack. Then
That's what I mean. I don't think it's a big issue. I think it can get blown out of content, don't
yeah,
you?
of course, yeah. But
if he doesn't check the rack, he doesn't check the rack, does he?
You've seen a few dry breaks. What we've seen in this match is that the balls are not coming out great, so you're having to see pattern play.
Yeah, but he didn't hit the break good there, though.
I didn't think he hit the balls.
The previous match, they're both popping the cue ball back. It's parking like near the brown spot, if you like, on a snooker table. It's great breaking. These two are not breaking great just yet.
But the big difference I've seen in this match compared to the previous match we're commenting on is that the finishes have been more difficult.
Yeah.
And these two are showing why the champions like, because they're playing good patterns and they're pulling out some pretty big shots when needed as well. So it's better in some ways because we're seeing like more pull.
But we're seeing proper 8-ball
variation of pull, and we're seeing more shots being made. And David's like playing really good patterns. Marcus, his patterns are okay, but he's also like.
Look at this. What's he going with the cue ball? Is he perfect? Oh my goodness, he's played another.
I see that as a strange shot. I must admit, why not just play it a bit softer, right, for the 10-ball, and then use a 10-ball, two rails to get on the 11, and just stun the 11 off two rails, in the side.
Yeah.
What's your views on that, Dino?
I agree with that.
He's like sending the cue ball up and down. You're just asking for trouble.
Well, that is the exact point that I made a couple of days ago.
Open the pocket.
He's going to hit the free.
Open the pocket.
He's going to open the 8 up to the corner like that.
It's not, though.
No, but it could have been a blessing.
It could have been, but it's not.
And that's what he tried to do, you know. But obviously he hasn't tried to land there with the cue ball. Obviously, just tried to get down, and he's gone a little bit too far. But is okay? He can rather punch this in, or he can go up and down. But I think the key is trying not to hit the ball too hard, because then it'll skid off the rail.
Okay.
But he can draw it enough free rails for the 8-ball in the right-hand side pocket.
I think the point that Karl made just a moment ago is absolutely spot on. I think the more distance you try to travel with the cue ball.
When he had 3 balls left, he could have left the cue ball near the 10, and all he's got to do is get the cue ball in a similar position to where it is now, and he's on the 11.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like this shot.
Oh, he's short, yeah. And this is the thing. This is the
was
thing, ladies. Anybody wants any
8 in the right-hand pocket?
If anyone wants any 8-ball coach out there, don't feel scared to add me on Facebook. It's Cowboys with a K, and we can sort something out. And you yourself could be there picking up a gold medal at some point. Unfortunately, I didn't play this tournament. Hence why I'm in the commentary box.
Well, that's. I've been saying all week that the harder you make the cue ball work, the harder you're making yourself work. It's as simple as that. You've got to make your patterns.
Like I said before,
nice and cute.
If you keep having to go up and down with the cue ball, then eventually it's going to catch you out.
Yeah,
it might not catch you out for one particular rack,
but don't forget,
in the long run it will catch you out.
It's only 3-all. In my opinion, there's been a lot of mistakes. Don't forget about the bank he had to play on the 8-ball.
Yeah,
another day it doesn't go in.
Yeah.
Same again here. He's got to pull another shot out.
Marcus is making the mistakes. David just made one careless mistake, but he still won the rack.
Yeah, it's not a big
besides
mistake.
that, David's played perfect pull, I think.
Yeah.
Where Marcus is getting the chances, but he's making them really hard work. And he's not really thinking about his play. He's not really thinking his patterns through properly.
Well, David's
going for the cut. Ball. I think he was going for the cut there, Craig, on the 8, past the 2.
He can't be going for the cut because he mustn't go. Otherwise, he'd have played to get on it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but he might be tight. Oh, he's playing for the bank.
He doesn't go because he'd have just played one rail down there, wouldn't he?
He's going to play the bank. I think he's going to play the bank.
Stick with me, sir.
David's only actually missed one ball.
He's banking, I think, yeah.
He's got to go for the bank. Yeah.
Thing is with these boys, he can make this bank. That's the thing.
So here we go then.
You
The
sat in your
Swede,
chair and you're just thinking, please don't bank this.
It's a tough one because
Napoleon. This will be the second bank he's gone
he's
for.
got to
Can
play
he make
this
this
with.
one?
He has to play this, Craig, with a bit of inside English.
To
'cause
spin
the
it off the
o-
rail.
Otherwise, the six is in the way.
Let's see if he
But,
makes
but he
it.
can spin it off the rail.
It's looking.
It's
It's
out,
easy.
it's
It's
not
out.
there.
He's missed it.
I'm glad he missed the bank though.
What
No, but you see what I'm saying, don't
what
you?
are you saying? You're saying
he deserves to get punished.
you
He
shouldn't
deserves to get
get away with
punished,
it
yeah.
again. You shouldn't get away with
I
it
don't
again.
mean I'm on David's side. I'm not, you know, it's not about that. I like to see. You like, have you?
No, I agree. I think you know, if you're David, you're thinking, well, finally he's not run
Banked
out
another
from
eight,
somewhere he
yeah.
shouldn't run out from.
David's happy. He was 3-1 down. Now he's looking like going 4-3. He will have the break as well. But just try not to give the game too early because I don't want to curse him.
Well, you've got to. I mean, the thing is, you know, the only mistakes that were made was in that second rack where Marcus had 2 chances to run out and made 2 mistakes, and that's when David made his first mistake, which was just a missed pot. Since then, it has been perfect apart from the dry break.
Yeah.
They've run out the balls and they've break and run until we get to this point at 3-3.
Yeah, but Marcus is
point in the
making
match.
more hard work of his clearances.
Yeah.
Yes,
compared
he
to
is.
Even though he's knocked him in because he banked the 8, didn't he?
David's playing the better pull, I think. And hence why he's going to take a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, and
And it's
you know,
bigger than an alternate break because he's got the break back as well. And it's a race to 8. And Marcus is going to be like kicking himself a little bit.
Should he be taking the 5 here?
No, he wants to get rid of that.
get rid of
free
that
ball.
7. Get rid of the 7.
7 free.
Clear the top, then get rid of the 3,
7 free, 5 6.
Oh, we can take the 3 past the 5.
and it's just bounced off beautiful.
3 passes to 5, is it?
Just got to make sure he gives it 100% and not be complacent with anything.
Shot.
He slightly didn't really hit that good, but it's okay. But I mean, he didn't put a great stroke on there. Didn't really execute it the way he wanted to execute it.
He may have to pot the 5, and if he stops it in,
I
then
think
and then
you need to
draw
put
across
that-
to the side round and
Press
back
that
out.
F5, like see what the score is.
Terrible. Terrible.
You want to see what the scores are? I'm F5 in it just for you, Daz. There you go.
He's going to just play this with a touch of drag
Let's just
just to
watch
hold
him
the cue ball.
Let's just watch this finish and
careful,
talk
don't
about the
roll
scores.
Oh, we're
He's
just kidding. No, we're
alright.
just kidding.
He's all right.
We're on the wind up.
Got a lot of close games now, though, Craig.
Certainly have. Tell us, Daz. Why don't you tell us? Tell us what the scores are. What's
Well,
going on the other tables?
Young Sanchez has come back to 4-2.
Oh, he's just ripped the break as well.
ripped the break.
Possibly 3
And
balls.
he's made one.
He has, and he's at the table. Cue balls
So
right
that's
in the middle of the
looking
table.
good for 4-3 there for Francisco Sanchez on the way back from 4-0. Lean is flying. She's winning 4-0.
Things are perking up for the Spanish boys now.
Korsvik is 4-0 up against Gerda Hofstadter.
Our fella in the wheelchair is Karl Reed 2-2. He's fighting it out, dogging it out there.
Yeah, Jasmine
Dogging
is
it
up
out there?
4-1.
What do you mean dogging it
Looking
out
to
there?
get to her 3rd straight final.
Fighting it out, scrapping it out. Like,
And
2 dogs.
Emmerich Larsson, the legend from Sweden and Barcelona, he had a little stint at Manchester United as well.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He had a little loan spell.
yeah.
He's 2-1 up on Tati.
Tatty.
Spud good.
I'm tatty. He's not well
Nice
these
break.
two, are
He
they?
took the
Great,
scratch.
Scratched.
He got the speed right, but didn't get the cue.
Fucking hell, he's made
Did
everything.
he scratch straight enough? Or?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Did he get kicked there, or did he go straight enough?
Did he go straight in? On?
Straight in.
Which pocket?
Top right.
Do we play the rule that you have to shoot down table
I don't know.
from behind the kitchen line?
Yeah, down table.
Yes, he has, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can't play any of the 4 balls what's behind the kitchen.
Wow. Scratch. Oi. Easy. Can't blow your nose on your
Makes
shirt.
things
with that
interesting,
screen.
Craig.
I know I
Because,
keep
because he
sniffing,
can't play
but
any of
yeah.
them 4 balls behind the line, he has to play down table.
Say that one
So-
again. Say that one again, Darren.
He can't play the 4 balls what's behind the balk line, the
Yeah.
kitchen line. He can't shoot at any of them 4
Oh, that's
balls.
what
He
you're saying,
has to
he's
play
like to
down
set-
table.
Yeah, because he'd like to take stripes, but he can't pot a stripe.
Yeah, he'd like to take strikes, but he can't pot one or get in good position from one.
Oh, I've spotted
Wow.
it though. I know what he can do.
Go on then, Karl. Shout it out.
Tell us, pal.
I think he can play this.
Enlighten us.
Oh no, what's he playing here? Is he playing the 4? Oh, he's
Four in the
playing
corner.
the 4.
And for the one inside, oh, he's okay.
That's a classic error there from us. We do apologise
But
for the mistake right there.
He's still going to need good position from the 6 to the other, though. Ooh. Stabbed at that one a little.
Oh, he's all right though.
Leans on the hill, 5-0. She's making short work of Gerda Hofstadter there. Gerda's flown all the way in from the US of A.
I spoke a little bit with Leanie, and she's confident
She's
about it.
queuing well, is she?
Yeah, she's confident about it.
You remember that you've got a little shine for Lena.
Yeah, of course. She's in good stroke, and she's happy about her game, and things are going good for her right
There's
now.
Gerda.
There's Gerda. She
She's in
doesn't look
trouble.
too happy, to be fair.
She doesn't look very happy at all, does she?
She looks like she wants to slit it.
Like she what?
Wants to slit it.
Oh, right. She's, yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Sweet's still got a bit of work to do here, though.
I think he wanted to be slightly high on the 2 to come down to then get high on the 5 and then get.
If
then
the
take
5
7.
goes in the middle, he might have to change
He
his
doesn't
route.
want to leave the 6 now till last. He's got to be careful because the 7 and the 6 and the 5 just make the finish. This is where you have to be really clever with your pattern.
So what you're saying, Darren? 2 ball, 6 ball, 5 in the side, come down for the 7.
Yeah.
Is that what you would have gone?
Andy Worthington's just tried to phone me there. I wonder
that
if he's
was
watching on the commentary
That was a really
box.
good option, Craig, because the problem he's got now is that he's playing the 5 ball, unless he gets perfect on the 7, and the 5's a tough enough shot as it is,
Yeah.
but unless he gets perfect on the 7, he's chasing the cue ball.
Yeah. So you were saying 6 down at
Yeah,
6
yeah.
round, then half 4.
He could have even took the 6 first before the 2 if he chose to. Well, now it's okay. He's okay if that 6 passes in the top pocket.
It does pass.
Past
it
the
does
rail.
pass.
Yeah, but he could be straight in here. He could
Well,
be straight in.
But
to
the
the
8,
corner pocket.
goes into this bottom pocket as
Yeah,
well.
but if he's straight in,
He'll be able to force something.
he's
won't he?
shaking his head. The little man's shaking his head.
Well,
He's
that's
up and
what I'm
down.
saying. If you don't go the right way around the clearance, then he just makes things twice as hard as what they should be.
He's up and down like a jack
So
in a box.
no, he's drawing the cue ball back now. He's going to spin it with a lot of bottom left-hand English.
Here we go.
He's played it good.
He's played it good.
But again, I ain't disputing his shot making, but his pattern play is letting him down in this match, and
Yeah.
he's having to work really hard for his finishes.
Is that Andy Swervington on the phone?
Yeah, I'm just
Answer
wondering
it,
if
see
he's
what he
watching. No, can't wait.
Answer it. see what he
Text
wants.
Andy if you're watching out there and you've got any questions, feel free to text him in.
He's probably asking about the pattern. Taking a lesson.
Well, he's clueless, isn't
You've just said about
he?
just said about the lesson on
Just
Facebook. I
to-
think he's just jumped on. He wants to be
Just
first
to
in
interrupt
line.
my colleagues,
Again.
Francisco is back to 4-3
Fourth
for all you
week,
Spanish
man.
fans in the Malaga bar, wherever you were.
I think it is in Malaga, you know.
Lini's at the table and she's leading 5-0, so she's looking to close the match out.
Absolutely.
Marcus is looking to level the game up.
Wow.
4-4.
4-4.
4-4 after a scratch break.
Still not
from
convincing,
David.
but the scoreline doesn't lie. It's 4-4.
Yeah, you said it. It is. Like you said, I think we agreed that. And this is. What do you think about this then? This is the
Marcus
right time
takes his time
for
out.
Marcus. He's
Yeah,
just come
yeah,
back.
because he's
David scratched.
Yeah, well, Marcus is 4-4, but deep down he's got to be thinking, well, I aren't controlling the cue ball too good, and I'm not seeing the patterns. He isn't seeing the patterns to what he can do, which can happen to anyone. Sometimes you just don't see the game, and you get 2 or 3 thoughts in your head, and then you get confused.
I wonder which way Dave Knight has seen this one. Big Dave, he's probably watching this
Yeah.
and listening. I wonder which way did he go on Bet and Win?
I would imagine Dave went with Alcaide.
Yeah, I think he.
Because I think Bet and Win probably don't know everything about the players, so they're probably thinking Marcus is higher up in the rankings.
So you're saying he'll
but
be
really,
favourite?
Alcaide is probably a stronger 8-ball player.
Right.
So you could have got a good price on Alcaide.
He'll probably been second favourite with being winner.
I'd have liked to have been on that.
If someone gives Tanya a nudge, you might find out.
Let's have a look.
Well, I would imagine with a betting, Marcus would have been a slight favourite.
Just got a
Be
slight
interesting.
view of Lena there
I
in
know
the far,
David
far
bet on
table.
me this morning against Marcus in the 9-ball.
Yes, tell us about that. You played Marcus earlier today in the 9-ball. Obviously, some people listening might not know that. So obviously, the 9-ball started today, and that sort of finishes off tomorrow, and then on Saturday. So Darren, that was a tough draw for you. Marcus
Yeah,
Chamat sort of straight out of the gate.
Tough draw, like, but
Do you think
Disposed of.
Do you think he had
just had
one
to
eye?
dispose
Sorry.
of.
Do you think he had-
Disposed of nicely. We're all still in, by the way,
Yeah,
folks.
every match is tough.
Yeah, we're all
anyway.
still
2
in
and
the
2.
nine-ball.
We're on 2 out of 2.
Every match is tough, and with the one wrapped on the spot, and
But do you think, obviously with Marcus, he knew he had the quarterfinals of the 8-ball coming up, and he had a medal on the line. Do you think he might? Have
What,
had
you
one
saying
eye-
he threw
one
the
eye-
match?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Do you
right.
think he might
Not
have had
really,
one
'cause
eye on the 8-ball?
not really, because he broke and ran his first 4 racks against me.
Well, that's not bad. is it?
So he probably made 1 or 2 mistakes. I made 1 mistake. just the way the game is with a break, isn't it? He didn't play bad against me at all, like, but just the way the game is with a break. The break's huge because you guarantee the ball on the break. It's just a question whether you got a shot after. Unfortunately, I managed to win the safety battles, which were key, really.
Yeah.
On another day, it could have been the other way around.
Here we go then. Is this to get in the final? She's
She's
in.
there. She's
She's
there.
there, 6-0.
She's happy.
That's convincing. That's sending a statement out to the pool world.
That is.
Right
Lena
telling you.
Horsvik.
My lady, she's sending out a statement.
Your other lady's 5-1
I've
up
tipped
as
it.
well.
Yeah.
Yazzie. His
I've
other
tipped her to
lady's
win this.
5-1 up.
She's gonna be, she's really confident going into the final.
Lena Horsvik
6-0. You
From
can't
Norway.
really have any excuses there.
against Gerda
Through the
Hofstadter
final.
as well. I mean, you know, they
Yeah,
don't come
but
much tougher
I think
than that, do
Lena
they?
just played perfect.
Anyway,
I
we're
think
back
she
to the
played
main
perfect.
match now. It's 4-4, sweet to break.
Yeah.
Let's see if he takes a bit off the pace. Let's see if we can control the cue ball now.
No.
Lost the cue ball touch, but he
Yeah.
made the
Yeah, made
centre
the
ball.
12
Yeah,
ball.
at 8 ball, it's not essential to control the cue ball. Just long as you get a nice solid hit.
Yeah,
As long as you don't scratch, it doesn't
It.
matter about where the cue ball goes.
that's right.
And a solid.
Because at
hit.
8 ball, the cue ball is going to get kicked anyway, probably. If
Yeah.
you park it in the centre at table, it's probably going to get kicked because there's like 15 balls rolling.
Usually in the pocket if I'm breaking, so.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So yeah, I think it's going to take stripes here, Karl.
Stripes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's not going to cue the 4.
and he should really be looking to get rid of his 2 bad balls quickly at the bottom of the table. Play
I
the
think
15.
that might be the 1 ball.
That is the 1 ball.
It's
He's
the 1 ball, Dad. He's just got one bad
Just get rid of
ball.
that one then.
Just got the 13 down this end of the table.
Get the 13 out of the way because the 9 ball's in a good spot where he can play for afterwards. So he's going
take
to go
the roll of
13.
15, roll
ball.
of 15 or
He's
the
going to take the 15, then he's going to take the orange
Yeah.
stripe, which is what?
the 13.
13.
Yeah.
And then he'll take the 9 ball. And then he can take whatever he wants, the last 3 to the 8.
I know I keep sniffing on the commentary box, but I have got a bit of a head cold, so I do apologise.
Oh,
I'm
here
not, I'm
we
not
go.
on
There we
drugs.
Here
go.
we
The
go.
I'm not on
old, the old
drugs.
sniffles.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've got a bit of a head
The old
cold.
sniffles have nipped him.
But,
you
you
get
know.
any excuses in now?
No, I don't make silly excuses like the chilli sauce were too hot.
Oh, yeah, it did do me. Give me heartburn.
You know, I don't come out with silly excuses like
Couldn't
that.
sleep, pal.
Me
At least you're sleeping.
Me heartburn. Brilliant.
Here we go, look.
Here we go. Well, he's taking your advice.
Yep.
Daz.
And now he's going to take the 9, then he's going to take the let's have a look at these colours. The 14, the 9, the 14,
Red 11, blue
Come
10.
on, Shag.
the 11, and then the 10.
Yeah.
They go 9, 14, 11, and 10. Colourblind, sorry.
The monitor's not that easy, to be honest. You have to stand up sometimes and have a look
Yeah,
at
well,
the table.
my eyes aren't great anyway. And these just, it's not the best computer in the world, sir.
Wouldn't surprise me if you text the one in the middle of the table. I'll
Your
swear.
eyes ain't great, then I ain't got much hope.
At least you've got glasses on, pal.
Yeah,
You don't want to be landing straight here,
not
though,
when I'm
Karl.
shooting.
Charlie.
Yeah, he doesn't want
You've
to
got
be.
a little bit of an angle, but
I
not a
think he's-
great angle.
No.
I think you would have liked a little bit more angle.
Is there a shout for maybe pushing? If he hasn't got an angle, would
it
you
can
push round
come.
off 2 and take it in the top corner anyway?
Yeah, I think he can force it in.
Right.
He's even thinking about taking the 11 now because he's run out of position. He's thinking about taking the 11, Craigie.
And then the 10 and then the 14.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like at least he's got that option if he doesn't like the 14. But he was trying to get a good angle on the 14, but he hasn't got it.
Well, the reason I like this is because the cue balls. He's just keeping it simple with the cue ball.
Oh.
He's not
He
making the
doesn't
cue
look
ball go too
comfortable
far.
with a cue ball.
No, he's
He's very.
It's under pressure. It's a big rack.
He's not executing the ball good. He's getting the job done, but he's not executing things great.
This is a big rack.
But again, he's been up. He played at 9 o'clock this morning, so it's the long days. These
yeah, they are.
these events,
to
especially
be
you've been
very
here like
fit.
what? You've been here like 7 or 8 days now, haven't you?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
I've had a lovely time. I've had a mare, to be honest.
It's a long time, I tell you.
Oh, perfect.
A long time.
It's a long time.
Love you a long time.
Ding ding.
Sanchez, what's going on here? Oh, he lost the last rack, so it's 5-3. He's made a ball.
He's at the
So
table.
he's fighting. He's fighting.
Well,
in there.
at least he's hanging in there. I mean, he was
He's hanging in
4-0
there.
down and Marcus is now going to run out his third rack of the match.
Yep. Perfect on the 8 ball. Nice shot there.
But again, wasn't 100% convincing with the pattern, but he got it right.
Got it.
Under his,
Here we go then. Let's see
sight
if Dave-
sees his, missed
Well,
love.
David's breaking.
Oh, he's
He's
scratched.
He's scratched again. No,
No,
come
he
on,
hasn't.
David.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, he's made one. He's had a
He's-
bit. That's the first good roll he's had in the match. It's the first roll he's had, Craig.
And he's all right. He's
But if
got
that
a
would have
shot.
been me, I would have just got flicked there right at the end.
Here
Flicked and
we
scratched.
go.
Cue ball would have gone in.
Here we go.
So anyway, Jasmine won 6-1, so we have a great final for the ladies. Lena
Yeah.
Korsvik against Jasmine Aushin.
I don't know what's going in the Karl Reed match. It's been 2-2 for about half
It's
an hour.
2-2, pal. I tell you, he's a grinder, is Karl Reed.
It is a grinder.
I don't know
We
what's
said
going
they'd be,
on.
I said they'd be dogging it up, didn't I?
Maybe it's a
Couple of
pit
dogs.
stop.
Grinding it, pal,
Dog with a
grinding it.
bone.
Could be a pit stop.
Maybe someone slashed the tyres.
Could be a pit stop. Changing wheels.
Wheels are fell.
Obviously, we're only joking. We do a lot for charity out there before you get
No,
all this anger stuff
we're
getting
only having a
sent
little
in.
bit of fun with them, like, but the wheelchair guys have got really good sense of humour, good characters.
They are. They love it.
They're always making fun of themselves, and even us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got to give a little bit back
When you can.
when they're not looking.
You get that refresh button for you, Daz, before you tell
What
me.
about Roy yesterday when we his little sat nav with him
Yeah,
He
in
loves
the
it.
wheelchair? He had his little sat nav to find his way around.
Round the hotel.
Funny that one.
So
But
is,
David,
what's
big
going
man.
on? What's going on with the 8 ball? Where's he going to put the 8 ball? Side pocket. I mean, or is he going to? Is he got to try and move it?
Has he took? Oh, he's took stride.
He's
hasn't he?
taken stripe. So has he got to
No,
try
he's
and
going
move
to
his
take it
8?
in the side pocket.
12 ball is his last ball.
Yeah.
He needs to cue this though. These can be missed. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, he's taking
shot.
it.
He's
Taking
taking the
it.
12 now, and now he can make. Is he going to maybe not try and kiss into the
Yeah,
8?
he's going to
Yeah,
he's going to
play
bump
a
into the
clever
8,
shot, yeah.
which is a good shot. Because the only way he couldn't be on it is if he kissed the 3 more or less
Full
full.
ball.
But he'd have
And
to
he'll
hit
have
it
to
slow.
stick behind the 8 then.
He'd have to no, but he'd have to hit it slow, won't he? Because of the angle it's coming from.
Yeah.
He's just got to make sure he hits it. Because if he doesn't, he could be in trouble. There you go. He had to make sure he hit them balls.
Well, at least he's run it far enough.
Oh,
At least he's run it far enough that he can get on the 14, and obviously after the 11 and use the 14
well, he's got
to
to
get on
definitely
the 8.
make sure he hits the 8 this time.
Do you think he should be playing it though?
No, I'm thinking he should take the 11 and then try and get on the 8 from the 14.
You know what I think you should do, Karl? I think you should take the 14 in the side pocket, but come underneath off the bottom rail and then maybe try and kiss a 2 or the 8. You know what I mean?
If he kisses a 2 thick though, isn't he? He could risk cue ball behind the 8 and the 3. I mean, that's
It's
You're
not
right.
that though.
Yeah,
If he misses the balls, you're in trouble. I like
Yeah,
putting
of
the other
course, but-
stripe.
But at least he can still draw back off the 15 if he does miss the balls because he'll be straight on the 15.
I think this is a great sort of chance for personal preference again.
We're going direct into him.
I
Yeah, but
think
what
he's
about
going
playing the
into
15 and then leaving this as your last ball and then going
I
to
didn't
him?
like that.
Because
See,
you'd
this-
have that shot.
I didn't like that shot.
Now, if you'd have took the 15 first, left the cue ball where the 15 was, then play the same shot he's just played, he'd have a long 8 into the top pocket.
No, because it didn't go in.
no,
that
it
pocket.
did go in. He did. The 3 was in the way.
The 3 ball was in the way.
The 3 was in the way. He would have had to try and.
No, what I'm saying is, if he'd have played the 15
Oh, okay.
first,
And
then
then
he'd
played-
played the shot he's just played on the stripe, which
To
would have
try
been
and
his
not-
last
Oh, to
ball.
kiss the 3, you mean?
Yeah, because the 15 wouldn't
Yeah,
have been
of
there,
course,
so this
but-
would be the shot on the 8.
But you don't want to leave it to your last ball.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to, don't
No,
you?
but with that situation there, he could have come off the bottom rail and kissed into
I know
the
what
8
you're
or the
saying.
2,
I know
which
what
would have
you're
opened
saying.
the
Right,
8
fellas,
ball
all
up.
right, fellas, let's
No, I know what you're saying.
let's see how
Me
he gets on with
personally,
this.
I wouldn't have liked that shot because I'm not
Yeah.
100% using
It's
the one
personal
rail.
preference, but I don't like the shot he played.
Well, David is.
Because
got a
the
tough
cue
shot
ball
here
was
on
always
15.
going down table.
Wow, he nearly.
This
Uh,
could go in.
No, it's
No.
not going in.
I just didn't like the shot he played on the 14. I'd have rather him just put his eggs in the basket and try and get on the 8 ball for the side pocket than play the shot where he played.
I think, like you said, it's all about personal preference. Personally, I'd have played the 15, then played the same shot he played on the stripe in the middle and just, leave the long 8 or maybe
Yeah.
into the side.
But just like I said, we're playing the 14 in the side, he always gives himself 2 options where if he didn't break them up,
He's still on a ball.
he still was on the 15,
I think that could have cost him the match.
and
that-
then there's a
that-
chance to
that
get
guy's.
back on the 8.
Mm.
But if he breaks it, he's guaranteed to be on the 15.
I think that could be the big turning point in the match.
But it's important to give yourself options, I think, and especially on this equipment. If you get yourself 2 or 3 options on these tables,
Gonna
then
happen.
I think
very
that,
hard to
I think
get
that
out.
situation there is a prime example of certain players going. Personally, the way he went, I don't think was ever the shot stunning into it that way.
Mate, well, the first
I think
shot
you
will
either
cost
play
him.
the shot that Darren says off one rail, or you play the 15, then the shot he played.
Right. Okay.
I think they were the only two
Yeah,
options.
but his big mistake was he's when he tried to break it up the first time and he missed it. That what cost him. So he didn't particularly play a bad pattern. He just missed it the first time. Then he
Missed the cannon.
then he
Missed the
played
cannon shot.
a different shot to what I would have played. And it was a big rack, wasn't it? 5-4.
Massive rack. Massive rack. What do you got to remember?
Marcus is gonna be breaking.
Marcus is breaking at 6-4. So
Yeah, it's a big.
that's why I think that was that could be the turning point. You know.
Marcus likes pulling a lot of faces at the table.
Yeah, he's been known.
He's twitching about with his lips.
Yeah, he's having a go now. To be fair. Francisco Sanchez in the background there. You can see stepping off at the table. It's not looking good
He's
for
not,
him.
he's not in
He's not the
perfect
eight
position here, though, is he?
He's out. Top.
6-4.
Swede's left himself a bit of work to do here, I'm telling you.
Both the Spanish lads look like they'd be going down 6-4 here at the moment. If Marcus can finish these off. What's the problem here, Karl?
Well, he's just not in perfect. He's a small fella for a start. He's stretching for the
So
three.
the problem is
He's got to
he's
use
4
the
foot
rest.
4.
I'm not convinced he's going to be any good with a rest.
Well, for me now, he's got to play the 3-7 and the 2.
Well, yeah.
But he's not putting the cue ball where he wants to. I know
No.
that. But he's making the balls and getting there.
Oh,
Well, he's got
Just
too much
split it
English
to
on
the
there.
left. He's
he's
okay.
on the 2.
He's
He's
okay.
He can
perfect.
play the 2.
Yeah,
As it is, it turned out great.
even better. You'd rather play 2 to 7 anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Here's pinpoint. Perfect. So Napoleon then looking to get to his a European final. Guarantee himself at least a silver. But do you think both of these guys are looking at this match as maybe their final? Do you think they both would
Nah.
No.
be favourite?
Not a race to 8. Just, all the 4 guys what left in are obviously playing great and stepping up. He plays strong. And that Sanchez has broke dry, so stepping up back at the table. So it's looking bleak for the Spanish guys.
6-4. It's 6-4 on both tables. Both the Spanish players trail 6-4.
It's Marcus, like I said, Marcus to break now as well. So he'll be broken round his last to go 5-4 ahead. So it just comes back to that mistakes earlier on when Marcus banked that 8 ball. Difference that could have been, like you said. What a difference. He doesn't bank the 8 into the top pocket. What a different
Live,
game we could have
Karl.
had here for David.
That's live.
It's Paul.
It was essential
That's what
to
it is.
stay close with him. Lofty.
There's Lofty. There's your...
Lofty's back from his day. Excuse me, I mean sightseeing.
He's sightseeing, yeah. There's your...
Obviously, the date's not gone too well.
He wasn't gone too long, was he?
He weren't, no.
I've just had a quick thought there. Obviously, we're playing the European 8-ball championships at the moment. I'm just wondering if the winner of this title is going to take a lot of confidence to the up-and-coming world ranking event we have in Dubai, the World 8-ball Championships.
Well, it can't do any harm, can it?
I'm guessing that was only Marcus and David going.
They didn't split
Out the
too
4
good.
players what's left.
You're right, Darren. They didn't split too good at all. Them balls. He didn't check the rack again then.
Didn't split too good, but also he
Try again.
topped the cue ball as well. Too much top speed on the cue ball. Bit of tension in the back arm there, Craig.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the second time he's come up dry.
But I aren't saying there's anything wrong here, but I just can't believe the players are not checking the rack.
We've had 4 dry breaks.
4 dry breaks.
Yeah, 4 dry breaks between these two out of 10 racks.
Mm.
It's a big percentage.
40%. Well, that's
Putnik's
pretty good.
giving us a wave over in the corner.
Oh.
Putnik,
Oh, there's a
Avika
Victor.
Putnik over
The
there,
local
former
champ.
European straight pool
Yeah.
champion.
Was former European straight ball champion. Yeah.
Loves to snap
Two
cues.
years
He's just
ago.
getting some peace to wave at me.
Yeah, he's lovely. Yeah, he
It's
loves
not
it.
unheard of when your nickname's Guapo, obviously, you know. It does happen.
Yeah. You even got the girl waving at you.
Yeah.
Bit spud.
She's not waving at him,
Must be
pal. She's
desperate.
waving at me. Don't worry about that. I'm taking me. Don't you worry
It's a
about
very
that.
colourful crowd,
She
isn't
can
it?
wave all she wants.
Here
colourful
we go. Of yours.
What a strange
Make
character in
it
the crowd
up.
today, I can see that.
Here we go then. So, David then. Obviously, it's a dry break. It's Marcus been... I mean, he's not been fortunate because he's come up dry, but... Has he left an easy run out?
Let's get us bearings. I've got a sidetrack then.
What's going on with the... I mean, if he takes stripes here...
He's taking it in the side pocket, Craig.
I'll be honest, I can't even see what ball's what. I'm going to have to, you know.
He's thumped it in the side pocket. Forced it in the side
Well, you
pocket.
can see
That's a better view.
There you
He's
go.
got a tough run out here, Craigie.
I think the 15 passes to 7, so I don't think it's...
It's not. Yeah, but you don't want to be playing it now, do you? Because it's tight. It's not a full pocket,
no,
is it?
not now. He doesn't take it
It's
now.
a long distance between the cue ball and the ball.
Can you take the 9 first and drift across the
I don't
face of
think
the
9
10?
goes, pal.
Couldn't he done something else with the cue ball? I know he was straight in, but... No?
You sure he can't put the 9 in that corner pocket and drift across the face of the 10 days? You stood up now looking at the table.
He
What
can
you
play the 13 into the corner, pass the free.
The 13?
This one here.
reckon? Yeah, it's 13 ball, yeah. That's a tough shot. But when they get behind the 11, that's, well, yeah, that's great.
Playing the 15.
This is
This
tight,
is not
ladies
easy.
and gentlemen. Oh,
Not easy, is it? It's not a full pocket, is it?
Don't you think, David, do you play Nintendo Wii?
no, I've got a
It's
life,
Nintendo,
pal.
like the Wii Fit or
I've
anything
got a
like that?
life,
No,
mate.
come on, pal. Honest, I just think he looks like a Nintendo Wii character. I don't know what it
I
is.
don't know.
Yeah,
If
that's
he's going
a-
to play the 15, he's going to
strange.
play it and come across with the 11.
Just what he's
Oh,
looking
he's,
now,
he's
look.
played the 9 now.
the 9 across
Can't
the
make
face
his
of the
mind
10.
up,
That's
Craigie.
what Ozzy said.
He's missed it.
He's not. It's a beautiful stroke. Stepanov takes a 7-4 lead. He's on the hill.
Wow.
Step toe is 7-4 in front. Steppy.
A little wipe of his cue there.
He's obviously feeling pretty good to get in the final. He's having a look now a lot. Probably thinking about who am I going to be playing. Look, you see Francisco there. I feel for the kid. I really do. I mean, he's going to be back here. Don't you worry about that. Got yourself a bronze medal. I think he had a great match on the last match, and
It's
he
not
played
over
really
yet.
good.
So
If he can just nick this next rack, 7-5, it's tweaky bum time.
Alcaide is going to leave the 14 for the 8 ball for his last ball. So it's essential that he gets good position now for his second last ball to get good position on his last ball.
Here we go.
Is he okay?
Yeah,
Is he
it's
I
okay.
think he's
Yeah.
slightly the wrong
Just
side.
got to be
Slightly
cute,
light, but
though.
he's okay.
It's gotta be
He can
cute.
draw it back. You just want to make sure that he don't come.
Don't too far.
Not get into the cue ball and leave too much angle.
Let's put a nice
Like
stroke
this.
on that.
He needs that to roll a little bit more, though, Karl.
Screw into the 3.
Has he just got there?
Draw into the
Has he
table.
just
If
got
he
there?
can draw it, then great. If not, then he's going to have to top off, play it with topspin off the railing.
Yeah, he's
Just
going off
play
the
it with
rail,
a
I
touch
think.
of inside English. You can use the 3 as a bumper.
Wow.
Oh, he's missed.
He's
He's
going to
missed,
go.
He's missed a 14.
Well, that's what he
cannot
tried to do. He
believe-
tried to use a 3, but he's forgot to make the
Too
ball.
worried about the positional aspect of the shot
Yeah,
rather than the
absolutely.
pot, and he's
That's
missed
twice
an easy pot.
he's done something like that. He did it in the second rack, Craig, if you remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
Missed a straight in ball, and he just didn't seem to look at the ball. And I'm afraid that could be his last shot. Even though the 14's over the pocket, is a big second favourite to come back to win this rack. Because Marcus will probably just play safe, get ball, and he might even play a deliberate foul along the way, Karl.
Well, this is not easy, is
Well,
it?
there's a few options there, yeah. There's definitely a few options. You saying play the 2?
I think you'll take the 3
Pot the
now and try
strike,
it.
He's
3
gonna play
now,
the 3
move.
and break it open.
Yeah, 3 and move the
Not sure
2.
about that.
Mm.
I'll have like drawing behind the 1 and 5 there, and then probably play the 1 ball onto the 2 onto the strike, and leave the
Yeah.
cue ball behind the 5.
He's looking at
That's
playing
what
a
I
safe now. He's looking at potting this now. But the only
Yeah.
problem with this is I think you leave a 1 rail escape. Very tough shot, obviously, but it's still there.
Yeah, it's yeah. I would like to leave the cue ball at the top of the table, though, Karl.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Play-
'cause
play
this
like
is a
the sort of
difficult
same
shot,
shot,
but
but-
he's still got a chance of making
Yeah,
this.
is it-
But the chances
he
are
can
very
make it,
slim.
yeah.
But it can be made.
He can make it, but he only can call 1 pocket. That's a problem.
Yeah, I think it's called the
Side pocket, you think?
the side pocket on the right from
Yeah.
the
So
our
for a
view.
bank. So the
For a
bank,
bank, yeah.
Yeah, his chances of making it are very slim. but at least he's got a shot at it where he could have been completely locked up.
I think it'd been better if.
Not sure he has got a
he's-
shot at it. You
no,
know,
no,
I don't think
what's
he can. I'm
going
not
on
sure
here.
he can hit it hard enough. If he hits it too hard, the side is not going to take off the rail. I'm not sure. He might have to go high on the 3 and check it up
Yeah, I
rather
think
than.
he's got to go high.
Yeah, he's got to go high, yeah.
We're right on the
Check it
side.
up. He's got it.
No,
It's a great effort.
it was a
Good
good
effort,
effort. Yeah, good effort.
So Marcus now should
Yeah,
run
just-
these balls again. If he does run out of position, then he should still be all right. He should be able to.
As long as he gets good position on the 6th ball, then it's all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't, he can still break the balls open. I don't see a problem here. You wouldn't mind this clearance every day to get to a final, would you?
Well, he's not over yet. 6-4.
No, it's only get to the hill.
It's just to
pal.
get on the hill.
yeah, sorry.
You know, you need to buck up. Like.
What's going on here?
I keep
Not
thinking
paying
7-4 because I'm
Yeah, idiot,
thinking
innit?
of a
Keep
step
watching the
off
other
game.
tables. That's what it is.
I apologise
Just
to the
an
viewers.
idiot.
You're
Absolute
too
idiot.
engrossed.
What an idiot. Oh, this whiskey's good.
Any good?
Beautiful.
Tastes like Sprite to me.
It's whiskey Sprite.
Ah.
Double.
Double whiskey Sprite. Pretty good.
Stepping off's in, is it, to get to the final?
I think so.
Is it there, is it?
Just a couple of balls. Oh no, he's on the run out.
He's on the run out. He's just played the 7. Yeah, I think it's Vienna. I think he's got 3 balls left. Yeah, it
6,
looks
5, and
over.
8.
6,
6,
5, 8. It's over.
5s over the
The
old, 8s
Russian's
over
going
the
to
old.
make his
It's
way
all
to the
over for him.
final. One Spanish fella picks up a bronze medal.
Yeah, it'd be nice if David can just put the camera on the last 2 balls over there. So just standing there like a gnome.
Can you hear us, Dave? Can you hear us?
No, David can't hear us. No, he's listening.
Alright.
It's the
Oh,
communication between David and the cameras there.
Are we gonna zoom onto Stepanov's table?
I think we are.
Are we gonna have a look at the 8? Yeah, we
There
are.
we go.
Good camera work.
So we'll just go to this
Zoom down
table
on
just
the
for a
8.
second. We will come back.
This is for a spot.
Marcus is waiting anyway for stepping off to finish. So
Yeah,
so
so
we'll
it's
have a look
okay.
at this.
we're
Is it-
okay.
This is not good camera work. This is not good camera work. This is a strange angle.
It's in.
He's made it. He'll certainly not get a job at the BBC with camera work like that.
He could work for ITV with doing
Yeah.
that much. Anyway,
Chamat.
it's looking all right. He's got perfect on the 6 now, like you said. He's in
Yeah.
great shape on the 6. Francisco,
Unlucky
Bad
Karl.
luck.
Yeah,
unlucky
good
Karl,
tournament
unlucky boys. It.
though. Podium finish.
Well, bronze medal. He can't be disappointed.
Nice done, man.
Fantastic effort. Fantastic effort, kid. So the Swede now then.
Yep.
He's got no problems here, has he? This one's
No,
over, it
he's
does.
looking good.
There's no
7-4.
problems there, pal. This would be a major slip up if he found a problem here.
Strange things can happen on table number 1. I've seen some
The
strange
only thing that
things
can happen
this-
here is
this year.
I don't know what he's playing there.
if
though.
he fannies the cue
Strange
ball.
things can happen.
If he fannies the cue ball and leaves the white there. That's
Oh,
the
I
only
don't know
thing
what
that
he's
can
just
go
played
wrong.
there. He's like left himself stretching and everything.
Oh, he overscrews it. Adrenaline.
Wow, already miscued.
Commentator.
He's been-
What a
I
commentator.
told you.
Big roll here, Craig.
Not really.
What a roll he's had there.
I know what you're saying, but I mean that is commentating at its best. If you've ever seen a commentator
know what I
call
mean?
that shot, it's unbelievable.
Can you
What a
believe it?
roll. But why did what a strange shot the shot before.
Strange
to leave himself
things,
stretching like
strange things can happen.
that. But I mean, he's had,
But
a,
you know-
he's had a big roll there.
But you know
'cause
what's
the,
funny?
The fours come back off the rail and kiss the cue ball to the side rail.
What's funny
I
is
think
he's,
you'll find he won't find anything funny.
he's sponsored by Mez, and Mez cues have an extension. So why didn't he get the extension out?
But he's left a tough shot here, which should have been straight in. He would have been straight in if the cue ball didn't get kissed.
Well, it's a shot though. You're happy with the
It's
shot.
a
He's
tough
made
one.
it. He's made
made
it.
it.
It's a great shot.
That is a great shot.
It's a brilliant shot. We have drama here in the semi-final.
6-5.
All of a sudden,
I can't even. Well,
like there's a spring in the step.
He's stretching though. That shot, he has a Mez cue. All you have to do is get the extension out, screw it into the bottom of the cue, and you're on the hill. All of a sudden, it's game
that
on
is,
now.
that
Big,
is
big game.
unbelievable.
You could clearly see he was stretching. He's about 4'6".
2.
That would being generous.
What a mistake that was, though.
Unbelievable
His
mistake.
hair, Putnik.
Wow.
There
what
he
was
is. There's a
Putnik's there with his some lady piece or something.
Is that
Actually,
right?
it's nice.
That's not- that's not his other
Ooh
eye.
la la. Ooh la la.
She's up for it.
Yes.
Ooh la la.
Beautiful,
Ooh,
beautiful.
Sure,
Nice
waving at us
sunglasses.
earlier.
She's
Looks
lovely.
sexy.
2 balls, going to
Two
save him.
balls, done the
Save
old
him.
four.
What a turnaround this match here.
Wow.
It,
What a
it was
key
looking
moment.
like certain 7-4, and all of a sudden it's looking like 6-6. What a stupid game. What a crazy game.
The stripes
Awesome,
look good,
isn't it?
Daz. Stripes look
No,
very,
it just
very
shows,
good.
doesn't it? Like just that one crazy mistake. It just
Crazy
completely turned the
mistake as
game.
well.
Yeah, it
And,
just shows.
and look at Stripes here.
This is what I
It's
mean.
beautiful.
Deserves a good run out though. I like it when stuff like this happens.
I've just seen some strange things happening on this table over the week. It's just been
It's amazing. You should be sat
unbelievable.
there though. The kid's got 3 balls left, and we've
To get
said,
on the
can
hill.
anything go wrong? We said, well, if miscue or overscrew it. And what happens? A miscue. He's unbelievable.
If we lose this match now, he's
He'll
going to be
be
absolutely sick.
Oh, yeah, there'll be some lager getting
But gets, yeah,
down tonight in the casino.
That's
Don't
right,
worry
they have to
about
keep the
that.
bar open till there'll be 24 hours in the bar. I think they're 24 hours anyway. It's 5-star
But also,
hotel.
like
Western,
the
beautiful.
demeanour's changed, isn't it, as well? Like David's like got
Yeah.
that spring in his step.
Yeah.
He's like got a second life.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
he's not played bad, David.
No, he hasn't played bad. Just that one bad mistake.
Yeah, one bad
the same
mistake,
rack, the same rack. But I'm saying, like the 2 mistakes he's made, Craig, in this match, he still won the rack.
Yeah.
He has,
with
yeah.
David. And they were like simple mistakes, where just more careless than mistakes, I think. Because there were like there wasn't missable balls. You know
No,
what I mean?
I feel you know. Don't get me wrong. Now, obviously, you fancy him knocking these in, but I think it'd have been better if these 2 balls that he's just took now were his last 2 balls.
Absolutely, I agree.
No, he's
Because
got to go
just
back
because they're
up the
closest to the
table.
8. Now he's got to make the cue ball do a
Saying that
little
the
bit
8
of
does
work.
pass the 4.
He should be all right. I think he left it. Maybe he left
Yeah,
the
he's
9 there
alright.
as his insurance ball.
He's okay. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's all right.
Just amazing how the game can just turn just like that.
Unbelievable.
We've got a view of
What-
Swedes
So
fan.
what are you thinking now if you're Marcus? Something, you know, he's going to come to the table and is he breaking next? He is. He's breaking.
Yeah, Swedes
next.
breaking. He's just hoping that he gets a ball. And
No, he's just he's
and
under a lot of pressure now.
he's under pressure. He just
Like-
hopes they all go over the pocket
Should have
like
been
easy.
7-4. At the worst, it should be 7-5 and breaking now, and like 6-all.
Break and run from
And
David
Alcaide's
Alcaide.
Break and run. He's got a
Caide's
spring in
the
his
feeling
step.
now that he has nothing to lose.
Unbelievable.
Where Marcus is going to be, Marcus has all the pressure now.
Well, I
He
think
has all the pressure on his shoulders now.
I mean, what
David's
a turning
no
point
no
now.
pressure now.
Will he get ultimate punishment now off the break?
Well, I think you know when stuff like that happens to you, and you're sitting in the chair, you're thinking this could be my tournament.
Yeah.
That's when something like that happens. You know, your opponent, someone as experienced as Marcus Chamat.
Former European champion there, Stefan Cohen in the
Stephen Curry,
crowd.
yeah, absolutely.
2008 European 9-ball champion.
So when
And he was
something,
2009 World Straight Pool champion.
yeah. So when
Yeah.
something like that happens, you know, you've got to be thinking your name might be on the trophy. Especially, I mean, if Marcus comes up dry here.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. You see,
Well, if he does win the
David
game,
sat
then
in
yeah.
his chair now and he's thinking, just you know, how the pool gods with me.
Ooh.
He's
Some
not dry.
strange camera
He's
work
made a
going
couple
on.
of balls.
Where have they gone now?
He's made 3 balls. Where's the cue ball?
Well, this is it. You see,
He's he's all right here.
he's
on
got a
solids,
great
isn't he?
chance there.
It's
is it?
not
This
guaranteed, though. He
game
has a
could
little bit of
do
work to
already.
do. He has a little bit of work to do. Even if he goes solid, you know what
Yeah, he could go. Obviously, if he goes stripes, I think he's got a shot on the.
I
Maybe
mean?
the
He has to
14.
he has to play a couple of good positional shots.
Yeah.
All
I
you
think
need
he's
is
definitely going to take solids on pretty.
All you need is
Unless he's
love.
got I think solids got to be right.
All you need is love, love.
Love
Oh,
is
yeah.
all you need. That's it. Sorry, guys. You know,
It's a tough one. Maybe
just getting a bit.
there's a case for taking both sets, but I like strikes spots because solids because they're closer together, and he has a couple of good balls where he can get on the 2 and the 6.
Craig, what's your viewing on the camera sort of angle? I feel like it could be a bit closer because it is difficult to see.
It is tricky, yeah. It is tricky to see. I think this song should be changed to "Luck Is All You Need."
Lucky's all you need.
He is taking
love.
stripes, Craig. So he's putting all his eggs really on this first shot.
He's got to get good.
You don't want to. Wait, you don't want this to keep rolling. I'm telling you.
He could be kissing into the traffic now.
He's okay.
He's okay.
He's okay, but he needs to be careful. He's not definitely out here. You know what I mean? He needs to.
He has got to be careful because you've got to be careful where you nudge the 8.
Yeah, obviously he's going to nudge it towards the pocket, but not too hard.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
but
gotta
then he
be-
might
yeah.
leave himself slightly hampered queuing.
Yep.
8 ball could be
We'll
going to
see
the
what
bottom
happens
rail.
here.
Oh, I think he's left himself a little bit.
That's
A little
what
bit
I'm
awkward on the
saying,
9 now.
It's a good shot because he's took the awkward bridging over the 8 out of the way and he's punched it right down near the bottom.
What I didn't like there, though, Karl, is that for me, if he's straight on this 9 ball, then
Yeah, then he's awkward.
he might have to take
The
15
14.
and lash, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Take the 14 after the 9.
Right, take the 9, 14, draw back for the 15, and then play the 15 and come round the back of the balls.
So he needs to play like a
just
screw
come down
stun
there.
shot then, didn't he, to move the cue ball across.
Yeah, but he didn't want to do that because he was frightened of
Missing the 9
potting the 8
altogether.
ball in the same
Well,
shot.
I said this is tricky this now, unless it...
You can miss the
Yeah,
9 if he
he's
tries.
under pressure as well, you know. This could have missed.
Yeah, this could be missed. He's cued it well.
Well, he's just accepted. You know, he's kind of took his medicine a little bit there. He's not tried to do anything pretty with the cue ball, and he's just kind of accepted it. And
He's been a little bit careful, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's
just
really got to
just-
get into this now. And
No, I don't think he does. That's the shot to play. What he's playing there.
That's
Just
the
spin it
shot
off the
where his
rail.
cue ball is, where his tip is.
Yeah, and then spin the 15 in
Spin
round.
it round. He can maybe, he has options. He can come in between the 1 and 3.
there you go.
That
So
gap
you're looking
there.
to come between the 3 and the 1 afterwards. is
Yeah,
that
he
what you're
can
saying?
do, or
that
he can
alleyway.
just try and come round the back of him and miss him, but I don't think he can do that. I think he'd have to come between the 1 and 3.
He should be good at this shot, though. You know.
Well, I think he's done enough to not have to play it round any of them. To play check side and
I think the 4 ball's a big ball, though. You mean check it up?
yeah, I don't think he needs to
Check it
come.
out.
I don't think he needs to
We
come
need,
round
we
any
need
of
an
them.
angle here. What's going on?
Just from where I think he's gone far enough.
No, you can't check that
Maybe
up. You possibly could check it up, but do you check it up?
possibly not. 'Cause you don't. You know. Obviously, if you go this way.
Even if he kisses the 3 and the 1, it's sort of be unlucky to not have a shot, I
Yeah.
think.
Is it dangerous potting it with
Maybe,
such
yeah,
a side
yeah.
and going into the 2 and 6? Not hard, obviously.
I don't want to do that.
I know if you hit the 6, you do.
I know what you're saying about cut. If you come round, obviously.
He's
Four
loading
ball's a
it
big
up.
ball,
He's
so-
playing it around the
He's
side.
playing your shot, Craig.
Well, I think he just didn't want the
It's
traffic.
scratched
This is the
off.
problem.
Yes,
This is the problem.
I didn't like that shot.
Oh, it's so dangerous.
Well, see, the problem was though. I think what he was worried about. Obviously, if he goes this way, yeah, he takes a scratch out. But he was worried about the traffic. He thought he was going to kiss in and bad things going to happen.
I
I
didn't
think
like that
obviously, but I guess he can't scratch if he goes the other way. That's the
think
only.
he- I
that's the
think
only
That shot was okay what he just played, long as he leaves the cue ball in the centre of the table.
Yeah, don't come all the
Yeah.
way down.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
on
I
the
just-
blue spot, for instance.
that's what I thought he was going to do. I thought, yeah, fair enough. Like that's his choice, but to come down where he's trying to get down is just, for me, it's just never right.
Well, his head's, obviously
head's
he's made a
crumbled
big
at the moment.
mistake.
He's under
It's
pressure.
crumbled, and what's
massive,
happened
isn't
is...
If he'd have been winning 7-5, he'll have got out of it.
Ozzy,
he would
Ozzy,
definitely have got
watching
out of it.
this,
Definitely.
this
If it
gives
was
us a
up
bit of
7-5.
hope. Well, because we're seeing classic mistakes here that everybody makes from time to time. Obviously, we're all only human. But Marcus Chamat is a tournament winner. He's won tournaments. He's been playing the game a long time. We're relatively new to the game. We're still young, so it just proves that in these big situations, he is making these mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they are only human at the end of the day. It's like strange
And
things
David's
can
just made
happen.
a big mistake as well.
Strange things can
So
happen
the
on
ball
table
fact it,
number
but
one,
again,
folks.
when David got ball in hand, I don't understand why he didn't take the 2 ball the first shot.
Yeah, get rid of him.
So it's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all happening. What's he going to
It's
do
all happening
here?
here. It's all fun and
What's
games.
he gonna do? I mean, he's
I think he's
got
got to play the 2 ball, hasn't
Well, look at the angle. I mean, can we?
he? Sure, he's got to play the 2.
Does he
Yeah,
want
I
don't
mean,
want
he
to
could-
play the 2 though, do you? Because you might be going into the 8.
He
No,
could
you
play
can
the
check
6
it
and
up.
just screw off the 2 a touch. I mean, you could
Inside
probably
English
miss
is
this.
okay.
You could probably miss the 2
He
here.
can play it inside English, is all right. Just got to make sure he don't dog it.
Well,
It's big
slightly
rat cost
stretching.
like
It's
Marcus
slightly
has just
stretching,
gave him
yeah,
this
I'll
game.
tell
He
you,
has just
don't
gave him the match here. David only can lose this now. It's in David's hands, isn't it?
Big time.
Well, this
See, with this
this
rat,
is a
he
big
has,
shot.
he has,
This is a
he
big
has the
shot.
break as well in the next one. Look at
This
this.
is a big shot.
It's unbelievable. Isn't it? Ball in hand. He had ball in hand with 6 balls left. And he's like, put himself in this position. It's just amazing.
If he's practicing
crazy.
at home in his club, he'll knock these in 100 out of
He'll
100.
wrap the balls
But in
by
this
now, broke
position, it can happen. Slightly stretching. He's made it. He's gone
He's
up for
all right.
Look at
one.
this here.
He's gone up
He's
for
jerked it.
one.
He's
Oh,
jerked it.
I'll tell you what.
This
I'll
is
tell you what.
unbelievable.
What we're seeing champions
This
here
just never
doing
happens
this.
to me, though.
This can't happen to me. I'm a future champion with stuff like this going on. I tell you now.
This is unbelievable.
You can't
He's
believe
going
it.
to play safe, Karl.
Jesus.
So worried about the
He's going to
pot,
put the
completely
one
did
ball
the
to the
position.
side rail and the cue ball off 2 rails and trying to get back behind the one. But the good thing there is that he's knocking the bank out away. So he needs to put the one ball to the side rail, so that you're slightly playing it as a soft draw shot, but bring the cue ball to the off 2 rails to the left hand side. You understand?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
put the
Absolutely,
one ball
yeah,
to the side rail as well, so it stops Marcus playing the bank on the 8 ball.
Right.
But
I
he's
think
looking at
gonna
going for
I
it.
think he's
No,
going
he
for the
is.
one.
This
He's
is just
lost-
madness.
He's lost the plot. He could make this though. This is what's stupid about the game.
But he has a good safety though. If he just slightly jacks up a little bit on
I know
the
what
one
you're
ball,
saying.
I don't think he's close enough to the one. I think it looks like he's real close to the one
I
ball.
think he's okay. He can sort of like draw it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
a
like
soft
flick
draw
it in,
shot.
like a flick.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
As long as he just knocks the
This
bank
is
out. Of the way.
dangerous. This is dangerous.
This is just fucking.
He's missed it.
At least he
He's got
played a
good
two-way
cue
shot.
ball. But we're seeing some
He's
mistakes
left it though.
here,
He
ladies
has a
and
shot on this, you know.
We're seeing some mistakes, ladies and
Unbelievable,
gentlemen.
isn't
At 6 apiece. I ain't being
Unbelievable.
funny.
Ball in hand,
it's-
though.
Jesus.
Ball in hand.
Marcus must be thinking, how have
I'll
I
be
got back
honest,
to the
I'll
table?
be honest.
How is he
When-
in the match?
When
How's
he
in the match?
scratched, I can't remember where the balls were because I just thought, well, he's got ball in its end. I didn't even look. So I don't actually know where he's gone wrong because I didn't even look.
Because you just assumed
I
he was
just
going to
assume he's got ball in hand.
this running
If he's got a bad ball, he's going to put it where his bad ball is and pot
and
it.
that's it. Game
And that's
over.
it. But then when I looked round, I thought, this is a bit tricky. I still feel he could have maybe nipped the 6 in, maybe screw it and slightly skim the 2. No? Was that on, do you think?
It could have been punched into the 2. Unless it's the 8-4, he's going to go towards the pocket, innit? He's going to have some sort of shot.
He could even played the 1 like
He would have
did
a shot on
look
the
at,
1,
but-
wouldn't he? But I mean, I would have played the same ball, but he's it too hard, didn't he?
Yeah. Adrenaline.
But it's just unbelievable how he put himself in that position.
He's jacking up, isn't he?
What's going on here?
I think what you got to do here is bear down on the shot,
And just give it,
Deep
and just cue it.
breath.
You've just got to cue
chip it in, and just hope the cue ball doesn't go in the pocket.
No,
That's
it's
all you
okay.
can
If
do.
he makes it, it's okay.
You
Well,
just
that's
got
all
to
you can
cue it.
do. Just hope you pot the ball, centre pocket, the cue ball.
I think he's
Just
in off.
pray.
I think he's in off.
He's made it. It's a
Yeah,
good
he has
shot.
made it.
It's a good
Great
shot.
What a shot that is. That's a great shot from Marcus, really. I mean,
It's a great shot, but that just shows there's hope for us all because it's 6 apiece. He scratches David Alcaide. He's got 6 balls on the table with ball in hand, and he doesn't get out.
I mean, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm
it.
seeing.
It's good
I can't
though, it's
believe
good
that.
drama.
The guy had absolute roadmap to go 7-4 up,
It's great drama.
missed cues, and then Alcaide is back in the game 6-all.
And hands it straight
Marcus
back.
makes another big mistake. 'cause
Certainly a few people watching now.
He's under
This
so
is
much
going
pressure.
hill though. This is going hill.
And
It's
then
got
David's
hill
got
all over.
ball in
Oh,
hand
that's
with
got
5 balls left, all easy, and he loses a rack. It's
But
just
to
unbelievable.
me, this is why.
Now I'll probably
if you-
scratch.
This is why if you do shim the pockets up, you're going to get this drama in a lot more matches. And this is what we want. He's come up dry.
He has come up
He
dry.
has. He's come up dry.
Right, isn't it? Where
Unbelievable.
he'll probably had an open shot if he won the last one.
Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
And they all
Some
look
of
good.
David Alcaide's
All
class.
strats are looking good.
just shows you.
Amazing, isn't it?
The thing is that they've not made mistakes where they've had real tricky run-outs. It's
No.
just been
It's been
elementary.
good drama. It's been a good
Completely
match.
elementary.
It's been a great
mistakes.
match to watch.
It's been a
Oh,
good
yeah.
match to watch.
It's been a great match to commentate on. 'Cause
But the
you
problem
don't
with
know what's
pool
going
is-
on next.
The
Yeah.
problem with pool is because it's seen as to be such an easy game. When people do make mistakes, it's like you sat here thinking, "How's he
It's
made
more
that?"
drama, it's
As
drama.
where when you're watching darts or golf, when they make a mistake, you're not thinking, "Well,
just-
how's he done that?"
you just
Because you
accept
appreciate
it.
how hard it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what pressure can do.
This is squeaky bum time now for David. Big
Oh,
time.
it's out of his hands now, and it's difficult to see how he's going to miss these ones. But
No,
you never know after what we've seen.
Well,
Is it, you know, if it,
But it's like Marcus Ed must have
He
been
goes.
in all over the place after what he's missed in the last rack, and especially what he's done at 6-4 when he's miscued. Dave's got that spring in his step. Marcus is like sluggish in his chair.
one tricky shot here.
But all of a
12
sudden,
ball
like,
down the rail,
off
unless he takes a
David
15.
like missing that finish and Marcus knocking the 8 ball in. He's got like that zone back.
yeah, that's
He's
right.
like back in the zone. He's got that spring in the step again. It's just madness. the different emotions you go through playing pool is just amazing, really. Your emotions are up and down like yo-yo.
1 minute you're out of it, and the next minute you're potting the last ball to win the match. It's just crazy.
I think my tournament pick from the quarter step and I've looked good me in the final. I think he's going to take it down.
Mine was looking good until jacked up over one ball. no, this one's mine here, Marcus.
Yeah, what you on about?
That's Craig's in it, sorry.
I've dogged it, innit?
He dogged
And my little lady, Lena, she's still going.
She's still going there. She's a goer.
Yasmin for me, pal.
You can have Yasmin.
Do you want to have a little side
Yeah,
bit?
if you give me odds.
Give you odds?
If I got
She's
on
got
bookies,
2-time gold medal.
Yeah, I know. That's why there's more pressure on her.
if it's
No.
bookies, then she's like 1 to 3 on, isn't she? 1 to 4 on. You've got to give me 2 to 1, aren't you?
2 to 1 on Lena. You've just been singing her praises.
Yeah, but I mean,
You're not well, you lot, are you up north?
just tipped
Do anything to try and get a deal.
Anything to try and nick some dollar.
Anything
I'll
to try
pay.
and nick a deal.
You got to pay the bills, pal. haven't you?
Unbelievable.
And bills don't pay themselves, so.
Pulling a move.
David
Northerners ruled
It's
us.
like if Marcus would have lost this match, he would have been sick. But with David losing, he's been sick. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
like literally sick.
Oh, I thought he'd overscrewed that then. Nowhere near overscrewed it. Ozzy, that's a bad call.
Boy, easy.
He's okay now.
Don't you worry about that. The people have listened to me for 5 days. They know when I made a bad call and when you've made a bad call, pal. Don't worry about that.
I know they've had 5 days of it. He's still not happy.
No, he's just composing himself now and working out his what's what.
He just popped the ball down. Yeah, it goes in both corners.
Milking it a
Whatever
little
it is, milking it.
But yeah, it's
Do
important to make sure then rush into shots and
12, 14, 8.
regret it.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
12, 14, 8. Well, I watched him in his match with Nick Vandenberg earlier in the 8-ball, and he was very, very. He had a easy last 3 balls. Really, last 3 balls were so easy, and it took him about 6-7 minutes to get through.
Did he knock him in?
With the,
He knocked him in, yeah.
With the 12 ball here, even if he draws it too much and comes across, it's okay because
Yeah.
he can just make the 14 come off
He don't like using the rest though.
top rail to the
No,
side rail.
not for Napoleon as a rest.
The
Karl
Wheeler.
Reid, I think.
I think you've picked up
guessing
on it.
that Karl Reid just got beat, guys.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I think 5-3.
All the Brits are out of the tournament
No, I
now.
think he does it himself, but I think he's just part of the 8-ball, you see.
Kurt is.
Larson won, so it is through.
Swede's got to take the one up the rail there. Got to take the one up the rail.
Yeah, just take the one at the rail, mate. The only thing that can go wrong here, Karl, is if he completely pulls out the shot and the cue ball sort of goes forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's trying to
Completely.
hold it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's
start
trying to be
flicking.
delicate. Yeah.
Completely pull out the shot.
He's over
What's
it.
going on
He's
here,
over
Karl?
it.
He's
He's okay.
alright, he's alright.
He's all
Like
right.
I said, like, as long as
He's
two
actually
fouls
all right.
got in a shot.
He's perfect. Like, he's perfect. 1-2 rails, and the 8 in our pocket cam. Our pocket cam will pick up the final 8.
What time is the final, Craig?
It is scheduled for 5 o'clock, 15 minutes.
Jeez, not a long wait then.
That's right, straight in.
Yeah, we'll be straight on now, will it? They'll be like,
That's
everyone's
what-
gonna go out for a
15.
drink
Ah, they're
15
15
and
minutes.
smoke. We've got time for a sausage roll.
Oh, is it the 50-yard line?
50-yard line,
50-yard line. He's shaking his hands.
Oh dear.
He's at the 50-yard line.
This is
now.
twitchable. This is twitchable.
Twitchable. We have action at the Crucible.
No, I
Of
don't.
pull.
Is he going to take it into this bag?
I'll tell you, he's going to take it to the left pocket. I think.
As we look at it on the camera,
Yeah,
there on the left
'cause-
pocket.
and he's going to use a 6 as a blocker.
So that's the right pocket then.
So it's the right pocket as we look at
You
it.
tool.
Yeah.
Tit.
I would imagine so, because it's slightly less angle. Taking it into the right hand pocket.
He's looking at the other pocket. He's going left.
It's amazing. Maybe he's playing a two-way shot. Maybe he's more comfortable playing
What's
with left.
happening with the cameraman?
We're just going to see Marcus celebrate if it goes in. Oh, he's
Oh, he missed it. There's some strange camera work going on here from our head referee.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I'm back in the game. I'm back in the mix here for my bet.
Ladies and put
I'm
your
back
money
in the
on
mix.
Cowboys winning a major tournament in the next 2 years, sir. I've
Tell
seen
you
it
what,
all.
it's one of the most exciting matches I've seen for a long time. I just can't believe what I've seen.
He's had a bit of form, to be fair.
He's not playing a combo. Is he not
He's
playing a
got
combo?
It's all happening here, ladies.
Oh, he's played it well.
It's all happening today, I'll
I've
tell
called Hill.
you. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but you were never expecting that, was you? I mean, he's got 2 balls left. And
Well, yeah,
he's-
but
he's-
This is your drama, isn't it?
50-yard line, wasn't it?
This is
How
what
is he?
we like to see, really.
This is
From
Paulo's best.
a neutral's point of view, this is just perfect.
Yeah.
This is
It's going to go
unbelievable.
hill. Well, I thought David. Well, I think we should keep quiet until he knocks on me.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
what
fair
I think
point.
that's right.
I'm not saying a word.
You'll have all the Spaniards on your case when we go to the Euro Tour.
Lofty's doing a
Otherwise,
bit of sightseeing. He's checking us out in the com box.
he loves it, doesn't he, old
Lofty.
Lofty?
Lofty, what's happened to his
Where's
date?
the
Nice
girl?
big smile on his face.
Date?
Where's the girl? Where's the girl,
Lofty's
Lofty?
no, he's had
What happened
no
on
luck.
your date?
I don't even think he went with her. I think he went for another workout.
Yeah, you probably right.
Well, it's been
What's he done here?
confirmed.
What's he done here?
It's been confirmed for that Carl
Craig-
Reid
yeah, it's
did
Carl.
lose
I'll tell you
5-3.
what, you're right. This
Craig,
is
what about
missable.
this shot here?
This is
What's he
missable.
played here then?
The 5 ball. He's got to drop it in.
Just cue it, David. Nice and bonny. Just cue
Look
it.
at
son.
Marcus looking there, just hoping for another chance.
Ooh, didn't go in clean, but it's
Wiped
in.
its feet.
Good pace though.
Tell you what, he's left. Oh, I thought he was going to leave the 7 and 6 to last. Then I thought he was making a right mistake, but he should be fine now. 6-1-2. Thanks for coming. 7 apiece. Oh, this is
he's
the
left
one.
This is the one.
This is the shot.
Got to be careful.
What? Straight in one ball?
Yeah, but he's made some strange mistakes,
Yeah,
hasn't
that's a bit strangest
Strange
mistake
things
ever.
can happen on table number 1.
That's the bit strangest fucking thing ever.
Well, I'll tell you. Well, the miscue weren't strange enough.
We've,
And then he's twitched the eight as well.
we've seen stranger already in this match.
Well, when you think back to how many mistakes Marcus has made in this match, it's
Well,
incredible he's on
They
the hill.
both have but different mistakes.
Yeah,
But
strange. mistake.
David's won the racks where he's made mistakes. That's been
Yeah, but it's still a
Except for the last
mistake.
one.
Mistake's
Except
still a
the last
mistake,
one,
innit?
7.
But
apiece.
Well,
Marcus
there's a
missed that
treat
ball,
for you
Craig?
fans out there. It's
Give it up
Hill
for the
Hill.
world's greatest players. Somebody's going home, folks. We've got a hill match.
But would Marcus have missed that 8 ball if he was 7-6 down? I don't think he would have.
If he wouldn't miss the 8 if he was 7-5 up.
It's all pie in the sky, and the
It's
fact
7-all
is,
now.
it's
He
Hill
should have
Hill.
been 7-6 down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's Hill
Yeah, he should
Hill.
have been.
But I don't think he would have missed it if it had been 7-6 down.
Whose break
That's
is it?
just
Swede.
Strange,
Swede,
really,
yeah.
but after
Napoleon.
what's happened in the match, I think 7-7 is a fair score.
I think he's going to scratch on the
think?
break.
After what's happened in the match.
After
I
what's
think
happened,
I'm going
yeah.
to make a prediction. He's going to scratch on the break because the 2 balls, the head ball, it's the same colour as the cloth.
Let's do it for the world's great players.
Let's give it up.
Or in this match, the world's worst players.
He's going to scratch in the side pocket.
Just big break then, Shag.
Big break.
2 balls, the head ball, same colour as the cloth. The refs pull the move.
Refs pulled a move.
Yep. Let's put the 2 at the front, same colour as the cloth.
Referees pulled a move.
Cue ball.
Put the
centre
2 ball at
pocket.
the front.
Cue ball, centre pocket. You've heard it here first.
No danger. No way is that happening. No way. You're not.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
tell
Look
you
at
what,
this. He's
I'd
made a
nearly
ball
call
as
it.
well.
How lucky's
Wow.
he been there?
What's happening here with the cue?
Oh,
ball?
we've got more
The 4
drama.
ball goes, though. The
The
4
four
goes.
Yeah, but even so,
I wish I
He's
could get
smiling, but really he should be thanking his lucky stars. Is that the cue ball's still on the base of the table?
yeah, I tried to call the centre.
I want to get a move on here. I need the bathroom to be fair.
Be
Sat in
alright,
there a while.
pal.
We had
Be
a
alright,
time. Yeah. Stop poking me in the stomach. Oh, Boise.
Right, so it's good news and bad news, really. Obviously, the good news is that the cue ball stayed on the table, and the bad news is that he has a tough first shot.
I wouldn't like to be playing this, I'll be honest.
Well, he's got to jack up, hasn't he?
You've
He's
gotta
got
jack
to elevate up. If it's
Yeah.
dead straight in, it's not difficult, is it? Because the pockets are big, so it's not as if he's got to worry about anything like that.
Yeah, but
What
he
an
could
what an
spin
opening
back
shot,
to
though.
the top rail.
What an opening shot to have to be faced with. What's the pattern like after if
It's
he,
tough
if he
shot.
makes it?
It's
I
tougher
mean,
than what it looks on TV. It's okay if he makes it, because he's got balls around that area. Well, yeah, I think he's got to play it, hasn't he? He's got to have a go.
He's got to have a go, yeah.
He's got to have a go, pal.
Everyone's getting in there.
They'll be biting the fingernails in Sweden and Spain right now.
Oh, they certainly will be.
It's a shame we haven't got a camera angle looking right up the shot.
Ask the referee to get a close look at this one.
Not many.
Watch out for the double hit.
Not
Or the
many,
push
buddy.
shot. There's a
That's what I
difference
mean, the
between a
cue-
double hit and a push
when
shot.
you're jacking up on a shot like this, the cue ball can just fizz up and down. It can go anywhere.
Aye.
Don't like the,
Well,
the
it's just
camera.
gonna draw it
Can we have
back
an
in here.
overhead view?
He's got to put a big stroke on it.
Overhead? Overhead, yeah. Thank
There we
you.
There we go.
We can see everything what's going to happen down the shot.
They are very close together.
One, two, three, four.
I'm going to see where the cue ball goes.
Well,
I
is-
think
Is
he'll
there a
make
danger?
the
Is
fall.
there a danger? I mean, I'm just.
No,
I'm
no,
not the
it's-
angle. Is there a danger the cue ball? He could draw the cue ball into the corner, that corner pocket if he gets too much into it.
I don't think so. I don't think there's that much angle, is it?
No, it's going to fizz straight back in.
He's,
I mean,
going
he's
to fizz it straight back
I mean,
in, and then
yeah,
it's going
he's-
to come
he's
back
really-
out for the free and the.
He's really jacking up with this.
He's
And there's a
made it.
4 ball. It's dropped. It's in. It's a great shot. Crowd appreciating that shot. That could be the shot that gives him at least a silver medal.
It's not a great shot, though, is it?
It is a great shot. I mean,
Is it
look, he's
a
done what he
great
could.
shot?
I think it's a good shot. I think it was. You got to consider the circumstance. It's 7 apiece. It's semi-final.
I think it's
European
one of them
champ.
just throw
I
your
think
cue arm at
the
it.
situation for me, not the pot. The pot wasn't great, but the cue ball was great.
Cue ball
The
was great.
control of the cue ball was great.
It's like throw your arm at
Because
it.
he couldn't
down,
really
isn't it?
miss the ball. No, just because it was so close together and it wasn't straight in.
I tell you though, we could
But
have
I
more
mean, like,
drama.
the cue ball he's got is awesome.
But we
To
could have
get the
more
cue ball
drama.
there is a great.
We could have more drama here.
But it's still not over. There's still a bit of drama left.
Yeah,
in
the
this.
7 ball only goes in the top right pocket.
And he's definitely under pressure after what's happened. So.
And there's a big crowd
Let's see
in
if he's up
watching
for the
now.
task.
There's a big crowd in watching now. There's at least 8,000
And
people
that 7 ball. You know
watching
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if the cue ball would have
8,000
rolled,
people.
said Craig, if the cue ball would have rolled another 2 or 3 inch, then it'd have been perfect on the
To
2
play the
ball
two,
to
yeah.
get on the 7.
Yeah.
Whereas things are like, it's a little bit tricky.
So how's he going to get on the 7 then from here? Because he's got to take the 2 next. Obviously, that's obvious.
The 2 ball. He's got to leave the 5 ball there to get on the 7. Or he could even use a 6 actually. He could use a 6 Karl to get on the 7. But
Yeah.
But I think he's going to get on it now. I think.
How's he going to play this? Just to miss the stripe off one way and back across?
Yeah, just come back across in a straight
This is
line.
risky, I don't
Leave
know.
an angle on the 7.
I think
He's not, he's
leaving
going
it.
down
I think he's
table.
taking 6.
He's got to go down table.
Yeah.
He's going to use a 6
Right.
to get on the 7.
I tell you, it's a big shot.
But there's no choice.
There's no choice.
So he's going the right way. So he's going to play the 3, then he's going to play the 6 off the side rail to get on the 7,
Yeah.
and then the 7
Back the
back
one
down
ball.
for the 1. He ain't going to
One
worry about
ball's
the 1.
last
If he
ball.
gets on the 7, he's okay, isn't he? But we've seen so many things happen in this match.
Just
Anything can happen now.
Anything can
It's
happen.
not easy. It's not an easy finish, so he needs 2 good positional shots from here on in.
How does this affect you if he gets through? I mean, whoever gets through this match, how does this affect you knowing you're going to go on to the final in
I
the
think
next
they'll
sort of
be
10
absolutely
minutes?
chuffed to bits because I think they'll be
Both thinking I've
they'll be
blown it.
pumped. They will both think that whoever wins this match is going to be thinking that they're quite lucky to win. So
Yeah.
they go into the final with a good positive attitude, and knowing that they made a few mistakes what they shouldn't have made, and yeah, obviously like when you get to a major final, then to me there's no thoughts really. You've got that adrenaline flowing. You know what I mean? No, like you did in the Euro Tour final.
I tell
in
you
France.
what,
Yeah.
Adrenaline was flowing.
lads,
Look at this, he's landed a little bit short.
I
Right?
don't think it's as thin as it looks from this type of view. But
Let's get up and have a look, fellas. There
what
you
is
go.
it? What is it like?
Well, it is.
Is it thin?
It's thin, but you should be able to make it. You might be able to
No, it's not as bad as what it
sit
looks.
back down
Just chip
because
this in.
we're sat right in his.
No, it's
sat
Craig.
right in his
That's Craig. That's
Oh,
a
he's
bad
sharking.
example.
Sharking already.
But just
Oh,
make sure he don't
easy.
land on the rail there.
You've
Though.
learnt from the best player.
He's perfect here.
I've been done by the best. I know
Is
that.
he though? Is he?
Is he perfect? We've got great drama here, ladies and gentlemen. Is he straight in?
Is he perfect, ladies and gentlemen?
He's
Unbelievable.
smiling. He's a little smiley.
Don't wanna
Lassie,
get
he's
an
a
angle
little
of that seven
smile,
ball.
is he? He's got to jack up and just screw it in with the side, or
He's not too happy about it, is he? I'd like to see if he's got any angle on this 7.
can we have this camera on the right?
Mm.
So he might-
What do you reckon?
Touch, just
I'll
a
tell you
touch.
what, this is nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty, isn't it? Because he's landed.
Because you don't
just
want to jack
awkward.
up because the 12 the 12 ball's a big ball when he draws back.
You've got to top it through.
He's got to top it through, but he's got like the 14 and the 10 ball
10
to
to miss.
negotiate.
I think this is written in the stars. I already called it when I said
What he would
David
like to
get
do is
through.
maybe draw it,
Top it and hit the
top
10.
it, top it through off 2 rails and kiss into the 10 full ball.
Yeah.
That'd be the perfect result.
Not kidding. This is where you just want to.
But if he
Just
misses,
praying.
does the
Oh, he's played it
great.
well.
What a shot this
Oh,
is!
this
Oh,
is
he's
a
left
great
himself
shot.
You don't want to be
bridging
jacked over the 10 ball.
Oh,
though.
he has.
No, he's played it
No.
great. It's
Oh,
perfect.
he's played it well.
You could have played that
Oh,
any
he's
better.
slightly
slightly. It's not easy after what he's missed and what's gone on in the match. It's not
It's
easy.
not
is it?
easy.
He's
It's not
perfect.
easy.
He's perfect.
And he's under pressure.
Slightly.
He's shaking a little bit. You know what I mean? He's a very nervous character anyway.
He's
So
just
he
missed.
needs
He's just
to make
missed.
sure he stays down on this.
He's just missed an 8 like this. He's just missed
He's
an 8
made
like
it.
this.
He's made it. He's made it.
He's out.
He's on it. He's on it. He's on it.
He's having a little dance. Now he feels good.
This
Unbelievable.
is what I like
Marcus
about
Chamat then.
Swede. He's not. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's in the final.
He's in the
He's in the
final.
final. Ladies and gentlemen, he's in the final.
He's in-
8-7. Great match. Great drama. Over and out.
I'm not too sure about his haircut though.
Well, I can't. I
What-
can't sum it up any better than that.
What a great match.
Carl, Darren, great
Drama,
match,
drama.
brilliant drama all the way,
We could have our champion right there because whoever wins the tournament usually gets very lucky.
and he has got very lucky.
And
in
he's
that
got
match.
very lucky in that
He's
match.
had a result, and well, just come back. I mean, you can't miss the final now, can you? So
No, you can't miss the final.
we'll see you shortly.
Especially with this commentary.
I think it'll be.
See you in 10.
Yeah, see you in 10 or 15
10
minutes
minutes,
for the final, folks.